exclusive presentation of the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU. This is the place in college baseball.
First pitch, he drives down the line in right field. Stay fair, and it is back-to-back jack. 2-2 pitch, called strike three on the outer black. Drive home safely. Tigers win. They walk it off in the bottom of the ninth inning.
LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball is on the air. Play ball! This is exciting live coverage of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network, powered by People's Health.
Called strike three, struck him out.
Brought to you by Cox, the official communications provider of LSU Athletics. McDonald's, official sponsor of the LSU Tigers. Our Lady of the Lake, official healthcare provider of LSU Athletics. Albertsons, the official grocery partner of LSU Athletics. Hancock Whitney, the official bank of the LSU Tigers. Louisiana Blue, official health insurance provider of LSU Athletics. And by Coca-Cola, official beverage partner of the LSU Tigers. The Powerhouse.
3-1 to Bear. Launched in the air to right field. Giving it a look. Ty Evans will just watch it go.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network. Powered by People's Health. Welcome in to the Hub International On Deck Show, presented by Hub International, Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Visit hubinternational.com. Coming up, Talking with Tigers, a trip around the SEC, the pitching matchup, the starting lineup, and a visit with Tiger skipper Jay Johnson.
Here we go.
Time for LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. Now, let's go inside the broadcast booth on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When you think college baseball, more specifically SEC baseball, no two teams come to mind quicker than the matchup we have tonight as we start the third weekend of Southeastern Conference play as the Mississippi State Bulldogs travel down from Starkville to take on your 8th-ranked Fighting Tigers of LSU. Hello, everybody. This is Chris Blair along with Tiger champ Doug Thompson, our straw stirring the drink back inside the Capital One studio. Brian Haldane welcoming you to Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU in Baton Rouge for tonight's play-by-play story. Indeed, Mississippi State and LSU. Most will tell you SEC baseball and college baseball where they are in 2025 because of those two programs and two amazing legendary head coaches, Ron Polk and, of course, LSU's Skip Bertman. By the way, both are in the building here tonight as we start this series between the Bulldogs and your Tigers. LSU coming off a tough weekend in Austin, dropping 2 of 3 to the Longhorns. Picked up a run rule victory on Tuesday night over Louisiana Lafayette. For Mississippi State, they're 1-5 after 2 weekends of conference play. But don't let that record fool you. Coach Jay Johnson has said all week his team's got to be ready to play, and he feels like Mississippi State has a roster that can get Coach Lemonis and the Bulldogs eventually to Omaha. Tonight on the mound, the Tigers hand it over to sophomore left-hander Cade Anderson, 5-0 on the season for Mississippi State. It'll be junior right-hander Evan Cieri with a 2.31 ERA. Cieri looking for his first decision of the year. This will be his second start of the season. So find your favorite chair, grab your favorite beverage. It is Mississippi State and LSU, and it's coming up next on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Baton Rouge isn't just the capital of Louisiana, it's the capital of college baseball. The fans, the players, the entire atmosphere. When it comes to baseball season, there's no better place than Baton Rouge. And the fun extends beyond the box, with plenty to do off campus. Explore some of Baton Rouge's best fights, visit our incredible museums, and enjoy the sweet sounds of swamp blues. Born right here in Louisiana's capital city. Check out visitbatonrouge.com for more things to do on your next trip.
Hey, Tiger fans 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club. Presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
Back with more on the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to talk with Tigers. Presented by your local Southern Quality Ford dealers on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
We're back here at Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. It's game one of the SEC series between LSU and Mississippi State. We're joined now by LSU assistant coach and recruiting coordinator Josh Jordan as the Tigers getting set to face the Bulldogs. And Coach, boy, another big weekend. It gets on you fast when these Thursday, Friday, Saturday series start. So just your thoughts on facing Mississippi State, what it means to the club.
No, it comes at you fast in the SEC, no question about it. And, obviously playing a really good club, I think they're a lot better than their record indicates. I don't think you need to be fooled. And I know we're not fooled by the 1-5 record in the SEC. I think, they've lost some one-run games, two-run game, three-run game, but there's never been a ball game they haven't been in. And so when you're playing that style of baseball and games are that tight on your schedule, you're playing pretty good baseball. So we're going to have to come out and we have to have a great start from Cade Anderson.
So Cade Anderson, of course, gets the start. What has most impressed you about him so far, Coach?
I think two things. One, his stuff. I mean, he has elite stuff. I mean, that fastball, that breaking ball combination, and then the way he can mix in the change and that cutter slider thing. It's just his stuff is really good. But also, he's so good Saturday to Thursday in preparation for a Friday. It's just his process and how he goes about his business is Paul Skeens-esque. He, in terms of his diligence and his detail to his process, and that those two things for me are what's most impressive. Just such a mature player, and he's going to pitch for a very long time, in my opinion.
All right, let's talk about your guys behind the plate. Luis Hernandez had a very productive day in Texas, helping you to the win there. Cade Beatty had a huge day on Tuesday, helped you defeat UL Lafayette. Just your thoughts on the guys this weekend.
Well, really proud of them, and really proud of Cade. Had a rougher ball game versus North Dakota State, and everyone knows that, and he knows that, and he was disappointed in himself. But I challenged him. It's not about what you've done; it's about your response, and he's had a great response. And Luis deserves a lot of credit for that. Luis has kind of taken Cade under his wing, and I think Cade referenced that in the media maybe earlier this week, and about him kind of being like a big brother. And I love that because ultimately I want Cade Beatty to learn from everybody in our program. Coach Johnson, myself, Luis Hernandez, we all can develop each other because I believe iron sharpens iron. And I love the fact that Luis has taken Cade under his wing, and I love the fact that Cade is willing to listen and learn.
Finally, Coach, obviously your finger is always on the pulse of LSU as far as Major League Baseball is concerned. Today's opening day. A lot of Tigers playing today. I know that makes you excited.
No, it makes me really excited. I look up there, and ultimately you come to play at LSU for two things. Number one, you want to win national championships, and then ultimately you want a chance to play in the big leagues. That's why you're coming here to develop into a big leaguer. And so when you get a chance to see a guy like Paul Skeens and you see Dylan Cruz, and all the things that they've done here at LSU and a host of others. Again, you're talking about there's so many to list. I apologize, I'm leaving everybody out, but because that could be a whole radio show within itself. It is a chance. It's fulfillment as a coach. You feel really like you played a small portion and them achieving their boyhood dream of being a big leaguer, and it's really fun to see from afar.
All right, Coach, we look forward to it. Should be a great weekend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate you, Bill. Thank you so much.
Coach Josh Jordan with us as LSU gets set to face Mississippi State here at the box. A lot more to come after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya.
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win. Tigers win.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown.
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
Leading you up to first pitch.
Coming back
is the Hub International On Deck Show. Time now to take a trip around the Southeastern Conference. Presented by Visit Baton Rouge, Louisiana's capital city.
Getting the weekend started a day early here on a Thursday night. It is Game 1, Mississippi State LSU here from Alex Box Stadium. And LSU Athletics would like to thank its Team LSU corporate partners, Cox, McDonald's, Our Lady of the Lake, Albertsons, Louisiana Blue, Coca-Cola, and Hancock Whitney. Not a ton of action starting on Thursday, as you would expect, around the SEC, but obviously a big weekend coming up. Tigers and Bulldogs getting it started tonight, but to take a look around the SEC, check the standings and the like. Once again, to my left, high above Skip Bertman Field, Tiger champ Doug Thompson. Doug?
Thank you, Chris. Only 2 games tonight. The entire contingency of Mississippi SEC schools are definitely playing tonight. Of course, Mississippi State here at the box, and Florida and Ole Miss will do battle about the same time we throw the first pitch here. So I have a little extra time, so I'll give you the standings coming into this weekend and then the matchup. Coming into the weekend, Arkansas, Georgia, Tennessee, and Texas are all 5-1. Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Ole Miss, Oklahoma, and Vandy are all 4-2. Kentucky is 2-4. Mississippi State is 1-5, as is South Carolina, and then 0-6 for Florida, Missouri, and Texas A&M. Remember, no East-West division anymore. It's just top to bottom, 1 through 16. The matchups, of course, excluding the 2 that I've already mentioned. Auburn will be at Georgia this weekend. Oklahoma will be on the road at number 10 at Tuscaloosa to play the Tide, who's ranked number 10. Auburn, by the way, ranked 11 in the country. Georgia ranked 2nd in the country in several polls this weekend. Kentucky will be at Texas A&M to face off against the Aggies in College Station. Texas will be on the road at Missouri. Number 1 Tennessee will travel to the old LSU coach's stomping grounds, Paul Maneri in South Carolina. Florida, of course, will be at Ole Miss. And finally, Arkansas, Chris, will travel this weekend to play Vanderbilt.
All right, thank you, Doug. And again, Tiger fans, you can catch all the action of every LSU baseball game streaming free on the LSU Sports Radio Network, broadcast on the LSU Sports mobile app. You can download the app for free on iOS or Android. The LSU Sports mobile app, presented by BASF. We create chemistry. Moving along on the Hub International On Deck show. When we come back, take a look at the starting pitchers here for Game 1 for both the Bulldogs and your Tigers. So stay with us. First pitch coming up just after 7 o'clock here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
As a full-service industrial contractor, Bartlett Group specializes in maintenance, turnarounds, and capital mechanical projects, refractory, soft crafts, fabrication, and more. Just a few of the companies that Bartlett represents include Excel Scaffold, DECS, Deltec Manufacturing, GMTS, and Precision Refractory. Bartlett boasts the best talent retention record with highly trained and seasoned professionals. Our mission? To deliver first-class service with the best scaffold system and experts. At Bartlett, our strength is our people, driving our growth and success. Choose Bartlett Group, where exceptional is standard.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Uh-huh, yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
All right, here we go.
To look at the game's pitching matchups as the Hub International On Deck show continues on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Vance Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? Game 1. Legendary SEC matchup when it comes to college baseball. Mississippi State here in Baton Rouge to take on your Tigers. Taking a look at tonight's starting pitchers once again to break it down. Here's Doug Thompson. Doug?
Yeah, the Bulldogs will start with right-handed pitcher. He's 6'1", 205 pounds. Evan Sierra, his fastball, which he'll throw more than half the time to lefties and righties. It'll be at 90 to 93 miles an hour. His curveball will be right at the mid-70s. The slider is going to be low to mid-80s. That's what he'll throw most often to right-handers in terms of his off-speed. And then he'll throw the lefties more change-ups, which sit also in the mid-80s at 83 to 86 miles an hour. The Tigers actually faced Sierra last year. A couple home runs hit off of him. I'll get more into that during the game. He comes into this game with a 2.31 ERA. He's making his 7th appearance and 2nd start of the year. An 11 2/3 inning, he's allowed 7 hits, 3 runs. They have been earned. He has 3 walks and 15 strikeouts, so he is a strike thrower. Opponents only hitting 171 off the right-hander. And the Tigers will counter with their ace, Cade Anderson. Chris and I could talk about how great Cade Anderson has been all year, but of course we're biased. Talking to Longhorns coach and former Tiger Nolan Cain this week about Cade Anderson. Nolan Cain said he may be the best pitcher in the entire league. He's definitely got real stuff. So Anderson will come in again with a 2.65 ERA, making his 7th start of the year. He's 5-0, 34 innings, 25 hits, 10 walks, 10 earned runs. 10 runs, 10 earned runs. How about this, folks? 8 walks and 56 strikeouts for Cade Anderson. Opponents hitting 205. So should be a good matchup. Chris, Cade Anderson, if he's dialed in and locked in like he has been all year, it'll be a tough night for the Bulldogs. But, the Tigers are going to have to get it done against a guy who doesn't have a lot of experience, especially starting.
No doubt about it. Jay Johnson telling us that Sierra, one thing he will do is he will throw strikes. Tigers got to be ready to pull the trigger. Again, it will be Cade Anderson, the left-hander for your Tigers, and the junior righty, Evan Sierra, for the Bulldogs. Tiger fans, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, you can prove it at the next home baseball game. Tonight, maybe even tomorrow or Saturday, you could win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. We'll continue with more on the Hub International On Deck show. Up next, we visit with the aforementioned Tiger skipper Jay Johnson. It's all coming up right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans! No game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for you on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
Hey Tiger fans, get ready to swing for the fences because the 2025 baseball season is upon us, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to LSU baseball games or to any other live event in Baton Rouge, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of LSU Athletics. The most disruptive idea in ticketing, a ticket that works. Expect the expected. SeatGeek.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? With the People's Health Medicare Advantage Plan, you could get up to $280 per month to spend on utilities, healthy groceries, and over-the-counter items. $280 per month. Don't miss out on these extra benefits. Call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Before the Fighting Tigers take to the field, time to visit with the top Tiger, LSU skipper Jay Johnson. Presented by Hancock Whitney, the official bank and credit card of LSU Athletics. On the Hub International On Deck Show from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Coach, here we are, big-time matchup. As we've said many times this week, this is SEC baseball to most fans, Mississippi State and LSU. Got a big win on Tuesday night, run rule victory. Good to see the team come out ready to go, as you said earlier. What's it been like since Tuesday getting ready for this big series?
It's been a hustle, at least for me, and how I kind of go about preparing for these 72-hour windows, as I call them. With the days shorter, it was a long night last night, but guys have been doing great. We had a good, very crisp workout yesterday, very specific to get us ready, and they seem to have a lot of energy, and that's what matters.
Absolutely. That certainly is half the battle, if not more than. Let's talk about Mississippi State. I know you've said multiple times, who cares about the records? This is a team with a lot of talent, great tradition, great program. What do you see from the Bulldogs?
Yeah, I see an Omaha caliber team. They have a lot of explosive position players. They really lean into the home run and the power element of their offense, and we got to keep them in a ballpark, and you can't give up free bases. So if you do let them get one out of here, it's only a solo homer, and keep our offense within striking distance. And then, they have good arms out of the bullpen, so we have to do a good job of getting on top of fastballs and really controlling the strike zone, which that's what our team does best.
Of course, Cade Anderson has been so phenomenal for you. You can't have any more confidence in putting him out there to start this series. Evan Sierra going to get the start for Mississippi State. What's the scouting report on their hurler?
Yeah, we faced him last year in the first game of this series. He's an elite strike thrower with all his pitches. He's had some good success, good numbers early in the season. You have to be patient, and you have to stay on the ball. If you can stay on the ball, he's going to eventually leave one over the plate, and you can drive it. But if you try to do too much, come off the ball, or you let him work that fastball at the top of the zone, he can be really effective.
Coach, I'm told that before this weekend is out, we'll have Ron Polk here in the building. We'll have Skip Burtman in the building. Yeah. We got Coach Lemonis, Coach Johnson. I mean, this is a great weekend.
It's a great weekend. I mean, I just gave Coach Polk a big hug when I saw him, and sometimes I pinch myself like I'm even coaching at LSU, and part of it is the tradition of these games and this rivalry, and I mean, those are two of the reasons. They are the two main reasons the SEC is what it is today.
Well, Coach, no doubt about it. You're part of the lore here now at LSU. We're glad to have you. Best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris.
Head Coach Jay Johnson, everybody. We'll take a timeout. Starting lineups coming up. Then it's first pitch, Mississippi State and LSU coming to you from the box here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya.
Tiger Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win! The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Wrapping up the Hub International On Deck Show. We are just moments away from first pitch. Time now for the game's starting lineups. Presented by Cintas. Build a better workday when you partner with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com.
Getting ready for game one tonight between Mississippi State and LSU here in SEC baseball. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First for the visiting Bulldogs, coming in 16-9 on the season, 1-5 to start SEC play. Sawyer Reeves will lead it off, the senior second baseman hitting .364. Bryce Chance will be in center field. He'll bat second for the Dogs. Ace Reese will be at third base, batting third, the sophomore hitting .302. Noah Sullivan will be the DH tonight. He's in the cleanup spot. Hunter Hines returning for his senior year. He'll bat fifth in the order for Coach Lemonis. He'll play first base, the senior hitting .289. Aaron Downs, a left fielder, batting sixth, another senior hitting .327 on the season. Nolan Stevens will be in right field. He'll bat in the 7-hole, the sophomore, with an impressive .356 average. Dylan Cupp will be at shortstop. He'll bat eighth. And Joe Powell behind the plate catching will round out the order for Mississippi State. Again, right-hander, a junior, Evan Sierra, will be on the bump for Coach Lemonis and company. Now for your Fighting Tigers of LSU, 23-3. They are 4-2 in SEC play. Freshman phenom Derek Curiel once again atop the order. He'll be in left field, the freshman batting .418. Jared Jones will bat second. He'll play first base, the junior hitting .422, leading the Tigers on the season with 9 home runs and 43 runs batted in. Daniel Dickinson at second base will bat third. Josh Pearson, the DH tonight, will be the cleanup hitter, senior hitting .304. Stephen Milam will bat fifth. He'll play shortstop. Jake Brown, another start in right field, his 20th start of the year. He'll bat sixth. Luis Hernandez behind the plate catching will bat seventh. Tanner Reeves gets the start. The junior will play third base. He'll bat eighth. And Chris Stanfield in center field will round out the order for Coach Jay Johnson and your Tigers. Again, sophomore left-hander, the ace, Kate Anderson, on the bump to start the game tonight for LSU. Fans, if you're planning an event, Grayson Events and Entertainment has you covered. They have everything to make your next event unforgettable. Call 225-436-6520. You won't be disappointed. Well, that's the starting lineups. Again, when we come back, first pitch, game one, Mississippi State and LSU here at the box on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
When it's miserable outside, you will be comfortable inside with an energy-efficient Trane air conditioning and heating system found at TraneSouth.com. Trane's a proud partner of LSU Athletics. Trust Trane to lower your utility bills and save you money. It's hard to stop a Trane, but it's easy to afford one. At TraneSouth.com, find rebates, tax credits, special financing, and a reliable Trane dealer, subject to credit approval. Visit TraneSouth.com for details.
Will Scott Mobile Mini is the global leader in modular offices and storage containers. Keep your products safe and secure with our wide array of vault-like storage containers. Need shelves and lighting for your container? We can help. We have the right container for your industrial, commercial, or residential storage needs. All of our offices are delivered ready to work with customizable furniture options to fit any need. Give us a call at 800-841-7016 or visit our website at www.mobilemini.com.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
17 SEC championships.
His team, a strike and an out away from a...
Here we go.
6 NCAA regional titles.
2 outs, runner at first. The 0-2 pitch.
19 trips to Omaha in the College World Series.
Swing and a miss! And all is right in the world. Tigers win! Tigers win!
7 national titles.
The national championship is headed back to Baton Rouge.
The Powerhouse. This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball. On the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Good Thursday evening, Tiger fans. Welcome once again. Skip Bertman Field inside Alec Box Stadium here on the campus of LSU. Game 1 tonight. Mississippi State and LSU doing battle on the diamond. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification. This is Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball.
All right, back to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to you.
Great to have you on this Thursday, along with our straw stirring the drink, Mr. Brian Haldane back in the Capital One studio. Doug Thompson, Chris Blair here high above Skip Bertman Field, ready for a rivalry renewed. Mississippi State actually leads this series, 212 wins, 196 losses, and 1 tie, but LSU is certainly here of late, winning 13 of the past 17 SEC regular season series with the Bulldogs, though Mississippi State has captured the last 2 series over the Tigers. Bulldogs won 2 of 3 last year, or back in 2023 in early May in Baton Rouge, and then Mississippi State won 2 of 3 over the Tigers last year in mid-March about this same time. Again, LSU had posted 9 straight series wins over the Bulldogs from 2007 to 2015, but the teams have split the last 8 series meetings from 2016 to 2024. Of course, no series there in the shortened season of 2020. Fans have the right equipment to take on any job. Link to the land. Visit Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana at sunequip.com. And Doug Thompson, let's take a look at today's recipe for success, brought to you by BRQ Seafood and Barbecue, the official catering service of LSU Athletics. I think we'll start with the pitching side of things. Again, we all feel confident with Cade Anderson getting the start. He's been phenomenal so far here in 2025. The bullpen coming off the weekend, a little shaky in Game 2 and Game 3. What are you looking for? What do you think the key is for LSU, not only this weekend, but to get the weekend started right here in Game 1?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. Number 1, Cade Anderson's got to get through 6 innings. Number 2, we can't see Zach Cowan and Evans tonight. We can't see them both tonight. So hopefully when Anderson comes out, it's not too close and it's not still early in the game, because then you would see Zach Cowan. A close game at the end, you would see Evans. If we can get through this game tonight, LSU, without seeing those 2 guys, that's good news, number 1. And 2, not only for tonight would that be possibly good news, but for the rest of the weekend, that would be great news.
Time now for your game day weather report, brought to you by AccuTemp. Chance of power outages never. Get a whole home generator from AccuTemp. Keep the power in your hands. Currently 74 degrees here in the Louisiana capital. Mostly cloudy skies, but we should stay dry throughout the evening. Temperature going to finish up tonight in the mid-60s. Sawyer Reeves ready to go. So is Cade Anderson. delivers the first pitch. Breaking ball outside corner called strike. We are underway. Time of first pitch, 7:04 Central Time. Sawyer Reeves spent 4 years in Charleston, South Carolina with the Citadel Bulldogs before transferring in for his final season of eligibility in Stark Vegas. He fouls this one off, falls behind 0-2 as Anderson starting him off speed and brings the 95-mile-an-hour fastball to get ahead 0-2. Doug told you, Anderson has been a strikeout machine this season. That one just missed off speed a little low, but a good 0-2 pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to the senior Sawyer Reeves out of Lugoff, South Carolina.
Yeah, 58 strikeouts is great, but 8 walks is what really jumps off the page.
The 1-2. Wow, just missed at the knees. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Reeves. Reeves started 48 games with the Citadel Bulldogs as the shortstop. There's a swing and a miss, and Anderson pulls the strikeout to start the game. 1 gone here in the top of the first inning. Reeves retired. That'll bring Bryce Chance to the plate. Center fielder, a junior, batting .292 for this Bulldog squad.
Yeah, there's 4 seniors in this starting lineup, 2 juniors. So fairly veteran look tonight for Cade Anderson.
Chance, a right-handed hitter, awaits. Anderson fires off speed. Way out in front was Chance with the bat, and it's 0-1.
And no one in the lineup really scares me. There's some good hitters, don't get me wrong, except for Hunter Hines. Chris, you talked about the recipes for success.
This one going to be smack base hit into right center field. Off the bat of Chance, so a 1-out single gets the Bulldogs their first base runner of the night.
I think Hunter Hines is that guy that you go into the weekend, Sarah, just let's not let this guy beat us. Just jumped into 3rd place in career home runs for Mississippi State with 58. Now, this is his 3rd year, and he tied the current 3rd place holder. And, of course, he's got a couple guys to track down to get past Will Clark, who's at 2, and Palmero at 3.
Ace Reese now will stand in. Reese, the sophomore. A left-handed hitter in the lineup. Out of Canton, Texas. A runner at first. Anderson delivers the first pitch fastball. Missed low and away. 1-0. Ace Reese spent last year as a freshman at the University of Houston. Was all Big 12 freshman team selection. Here's the 1-0. This one misses outside with a breaking ball. 2-0 the count now to Reese. Reading a little bio on Ace Reese. Obviously a great baseball player, but his next big talent, Doug, is juggling.
Come on.
Yeah. Probably helps with the hand.
Yeah.
Eye coordination. There's a throw over to keep an eye on the base runner. Back safely.
Go down there tomorrow. See, what can he do? Just tennis balls, or can he get bowling? Is he that guy that can do it all?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Juggle feathers?
I'll have to ask my buddy Neil Price with Mississippi State Radio. He probably knows.
2-0
is lifted high and deep to right field. Jake Brown will give it a look, but there is a 2-run blast. And Mississippi State takes an early 2-0 lead on the Ace Reese home run, his 9th of the season.
I was just about to say, got to be careful here. This guy leads the team in homers and RBI. And that one got out of here pretty quick.
So that'll make it a 2-0 ball game here after the single to right center field. And then Reese with the 2-run blast to the diamond deck. So Anderson will try to shake that off.
Well, this cat's hitting .395 too. Got to be careful with Noah Sullivan.
First pitch from Anderson got loose above the glove of Hernandez. All the way to the backstop it goes with a fastball, and it's 1-0 to Noah Sullivan.
8 home runs on the year. 8 doubles on the year. 4 homers and 22 RBI. That's good enough for second on this team.
Pitch by Anderson, misses low, off speed. Now 2-0 to Sullivan. Anderson, by the way, giving up that 2-run bomb, his 6th homer allowed on the year. 2-0 pitch, fouled back, out of play.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I didn't either.
Doesn't seem like he's given up. I can't even remember him. I can't remember one, but that doesn't say anything.
Same thought I had.
What I had for breakfast this morning either.
That number kind of jumped out at me.
Huh.
2 balls, 1 strike to Noah Sullivan, the senior out of Orlando. Takes a little extra time, now digs back in. 2-1 pitch. Missing outside with a 93-mile-an-hour heater. That'll move the count now in favor of Sullivan. 3 balls, 1 strike.
You know, sometimes you won't get that call. They were set up inner third. I think it was a strike, but Hernandez had to go out to the outside corner to get it like that.
Another one this time called strike on the outside corner. That'll fill the count now 3-2 to Sullivan. Sullivan started his career in the upstate of South Carolina. In fact, it's USC upstate. Payoff delivery from Anderson, missed high and outside. They appeal down to first. They'll say Sullivan did not go around, and Anderson will give up a rare walk. Rare in and of itself, rare early on here. So with 1 out and a 2-0 Mississippi State lead, the walk puts Sullivan aboard, and that will bring Hunter Hines to the plate, the senior out of Madison, Mississippi. And time going to be called as Hernandez, Milam, and Dickinson all meet with Anderson on the mound.
I mean, let's think about Hunter Hines. This is his, what is he, a senior?
Yep, 4th year.
Okay, 4th year, 58 home runs. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's still pretty good. But Jared Jones just hit, 51 and halfway through his 3rd year. But this guy can swing it. One of the best to ever do it at Mississippi State. Got to stay low and away here. I do like the lefty-lefty matchup for LSU, but not where you want to be with if you're Cade Anderson. Certainly Jay Johnson at 16 pitches with only 1 out in the first.
Runner at first and Sullivan. Hines stands in. Anderson checks the runner, now fires. Sets him up with a breaking ball and a called strike on the outside corner to make it 0-1. Hines gets a look at the breaking pitch. Now readies the bat. Here's the 0-1 from Anderson. That one just missed outside. The fastball 92 will even the count 1-1.
You know, to Anderson's credit, Chris, they're not missing by much. Brandon Bennett, pretty tight back there right now.
1-1, misses a little low with the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Well, we talk all the time about the inevitable 2 and the factors that affect the inevitable 2, and one of the things is the home plate umpire figuring out what his strike zone is going to look like.
2-1. Rides in high. That'll make it 3-1 now. Very uncharacteristic, certainly through the 2 first weekends of SEC play. Anderson normally, his success, like every pitcher, predicated on getting ahead early. The 3-1 check swing into the screen foul, and it's now 3-2. One out, 2-0 Mississippi State early here in the top of the first inning. Payoff delivery, Hines fouls it off, out of play down the left field line, keeps the count 3-2. Fans, Our Lady of the Lake, proud to be LSU's championship health partner. Together, LSU and Our Lady of the Lake, champions for Louisiana. Together we roar. You can learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Anderson checks the runner, now a payoff pitch. A light liner into shallow right center field, going to drop down safely. Stanfield will pick it up on a hop, but runners now first and third as Hines just able to float that one into shallow right center field. 3rd hit of the night for Mississippi State. Runners on the corners, 1 down. They already lead LSU 2-0.
Yeah, that's as soft and far as you can hit a baseball without being out. I mean, that's just a lazy fly ball that lands really just in no man's land out there in right center field, and Nate Yeske going to come out to try to give Cade Anderson a breather. He's up to 23 pitches now. That's not good news.
To your point, when Hunter Hines puts a baseball off the bat at 69 miles per hour, more times than not, you think you got a chance to get an out, but hit it perfectly where nobody was out there in shallow right center. So now Anderson and Yeske have a conversation on the mound here. Still just 1 out. Bulldogs up 2-0, still threatening. Runners first and third, and we'll see Downs the left fielder, up next.
Yeah, and that first single he gave up to Bryce Chance was also kind of off the knuckles and a bleeder out there. The home run was hit, don't get me wrong, but it's not like Cade Anderson is pitching terribly right now. He's got a tough strike zone behind the plate, and he's gotten beat on 2 balls that actually made a good pitch, and the ball just went where they ain't, as they say.
So the meeting with Coach Yesky, he heads back to the dugout. It's over. Again, your defensive alignment tonight for the Tigers. Tanner Reeves getting the start at third. Stephen Milam at shortstop. Daniel Dickinson at second. Jared Jones, the Bear, at first. Curiel, Stanfield, Brown. Left to right in the outfield. Hernandez completes the battery with Cade Anderson. So we'll see Aaron Downs, the senior, batting .327. The right-hander awaits, and the first pitch. Off speed. Nice pitch called strike 0-1. Anderson here early on, starting off most of these Mississippi State hitters with the off-speed delivery.
Be really happy with just 2 runs at this point.
The 0-1 off the knob of the bat.
Nice.
I'm going to say it did not hit the batter, and I can't say that Aaron Downs showed the home plate umpire any different. He didn't appear to even think it hit him, so no problem. Comes off the knob of the bat, and it's 0-2 now to Aaron Downs. Again, as Doug told you, Brandon Bennett behind the plate calling balls and strikes. Veteran Jeff Head down at first. Scott Klein, Jason Millsap, second and third respectively. Runners first and third, 0-2. The count to Downs. Anderson fires. Beautiful breaking pitch. Called strike 3, and Downs down on strike. That brings the crowd to life here for the second out of the inning in the top of the first.
Yeah, we might not see Cade Anderson deep in the game. Of course, you never know. He could have a 3-pitch inning at some point. They want to let him off the hook a little bit in terms of pitch count. But I'm going to stick to what I said. I know it's 2-0. He's given up 3 hits, but I think he's throwing the ball right now as well as he's thrown it this year.
We'll see Nolan Stevens, the sophomore out of Elk Grove, California. Another lefty in the lineup. Anderson fires in the first pitch. Strike. 0-1. Reese with the 2-run homer. Sullivan then would earn a walk. Hines would single to center field. They're at first and third. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard but foul down the left field line, out of play, and now Anderson working ahead. Once again, it's 0-2. The 0-2 delivery by Anderson. Little high chop towards the mound. Cade will get it. Flip over to the Bear at first base, and that'll do it. Mississippi State, though, draws first blood. 2 runs on 3 hits. They strand 2 runners. Played a half inning. It's 2-0 Bulldogs. Tigers come to the plate for the first time tonight. Derek Curiel, Jared Jones, and Dan Dickinson when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
This is
All right, here we go.
Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Indeed, the inevitable 2 for Mississippi State. 2-0 they lead LSU, bottom of the first inning, and the Tigers get a chance to swing the bat for the first time tonight. Evan Sierra taking his final warm-up tosses. Fans join MMR, the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation and proud partner of LSU Athletics. You were talking earlier, Doug, during the Hub International On Deck show about the compliment Nolan Cain, former Tiger, former assistant, now the associate head coach at Texas, had for Kate Anderson. I was talking to Jay Johnson Monday night during the radio show. He said Max Weiner, the pitching coach for Texas, told him after the game, he said, we won 2 out of 3, but I have not seen a team be able to be as patient and wait for their pitch the way LSU did last weekend.
Actually, that was another thing, Nolan, we talked about. I'll let this pitch go by.
Derek Curiel awaits, and the first pitch misses low and outside, ball 1.
He said he can't remember a team that every hitter 1 through 9 made the pitcher work so hard for not only every out, but every strike.
1-0 to Curiel.
And
called strike.
You know what's crazy about that? About 24 hours earlier, I was having a talk with Coach Bertman, and that's exactly what he said, that Jay gets these kids to battle through all of these at-bats. He eats up so many pitches, and he has an incredible plan. Coach Bertman said he gets his offense better than maybe anybody that's ever coached, which that's saying a lot, right? So,
yeah.
But I'll tell you, Chris, like coming into this year, I'll be honest, I was concerned that the offense would be able to score runs. I was fired up about the pitching. And at this point, I feel much more comfortable about LSU's offense than I do of late about the pitcher's mound. I think that they've got some big arms and a lot of opportunity, but this offense has been fun to watch so far as that one misses high and in to make it 2-2.
Curiel showing bunt with a 1-2 count, now 2-2. Mississippi State, after getting that second strike in the count, moving to a defensive shift right side to the left-hander. And again, he tries to bunt it and fouls. And Curiel upset with himself. That will be the first out here in the bottom of the first inning. Determined to lay it down, just could not line it out.
Well, before all of our listeners go nuts, if he lays it down, even a poor bunt, he has a base hit. In fact, he might have had a double if he's able to really push it down the third base line, because the third baseman was playing behind second base. Even after he committed to squaring with 2 strikes, they didn't budge. So it wasn't a crazy 2-strike bunt attempt there from Curiel.
So with 1 gone, we'll see Jared Jones. Sierra fires. Jones, big swing, but he fouls a bouncer down the third base line. And it's 0-1. Jones again leading the Tigers, 9 home runs, 42 runs batted in, 10 doubles on the season, batting .422. Again, led the Tigers last weekend in Austin, hitting an even .400. Had the second career grand slam on Tuesday night in the run rule win over the Raging Cajuns. This pitch missing outside to even the count to Jones, 1-1. Two 2-0 Mississippi State leading. Sierra takes his time. Now the wind and the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the shortstop. Going to be scooped up. Throw across the diamond in time for the second out of the inning. 6-3 ground out. Dylan Cupp handles it at shortstop for the Bulldogs. And we'll see Daniel Dickinson with 2 gone, nobody on.
You know, you're hoping to see LSU respond to the 2 runs, which, by the way, it seems like they've done that a lot this year. The other team scores in the top half, at least here at the box. The other team scores in the top half, and LSU has responded very well to that. I don't know with 2 outs here that they'll be able to this time, but it's something they've done pretty good this year.
Fastball for a strike to set up Dickinson from Sierra, and it's 0-1. Daniel batting .358. An impressive .429 with 2 outs in the inning. He may be the guy to get a 2-out rally started. Here's the 0-1. Fouled back into the screen, and Sierra works ahead, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on. Dickinson at the plate for LSU. There's the 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Dickinson not willing to chase. On a fastball well off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sunset here in Baton Rouge. Lights are on. Beautiful night for baseball. Here's the 1-2 from Sierra with 2 down. Good eye. Just missed a tad low. Maybe a bit outside, but it evens the count now to Daniel. 2-2. Sierra winds the 2-2. In on the hands, lifted in the air, left center field. Circling around is Aaron Downs, and the Bulldog left fielder has it for out number 3. So the Tigers go in order here in the bottom of the first inning. No runs, no hits, nobody on base. We played a full inning at the box. 2-0 Mississippi State. Bulldogs have 8-9 top of the order. Due up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
There's nothing like the feeling of a grand slam, and every great play deserves a great sip. With 15% alcohol by volume and a colorful collection of fun flavors, Buzz Balls are the perfect ready-to-drink cocktail for every moment of the game. Try the rich Choco Chiller, zesty Lime Rita, spicy chili mango, or discover your new favorite flavor. From play ball to the final pitch, there's something for everyone to enjoy in a matter of seconds. So cover all your bases and buy Buzz Balls today. Buzz Balls is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics. Must be 21 plus. Please enjoy Buzz Balls responsibly. Buzz Balls, Carrollton, Texas.
Score big with MMR. Join the team at the largest privately owned open shop electrical and instrumentation contractor in the nation, headquartered right here in Baton Rouge. MMR is committed to positioning each team member for success. Whether you're a student seeking an internship, just starting your career, or already a seasoned professional, MMR offers a variety of positions just for you. Get in the game at MMR, where your future is bright. Kick off your career at mmrgrp.com/careers. MMR, a proud partner of LSU Athletics.
Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted experts for all your home service needs. With over 35 years of dedicated service, we prioritize your comfort and satisfaction. As an official partner of LSU Athletics, we bring our expertise to every game, from installations to repairs. Our team delivers honest pricing with no surprises. Call us today at 225-777-8888 and experience the difference with Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Go Tigers!
All right, coming back here.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
2-0 our score. Mississippi State leading LSU. We hit the top of the second inning. Bulldogs come to the plate. See Dylan Cupp, the shortstop. He'll lead it off, followed by Powell and top of the order Reeves. Bulldogs with a 2-run homer there in the top of the first inning to take the lead. Kate Anderson able to settle down, eventually find that third out. We'll see as he starts his second inning of work and the first delivery. To Cup, a called strike with a fastball, and it's 0-1. We mentioned several times this week, we mentioned since we've come on air, this is SEC baseball to me, Mississippi State and LSU, and to many others. The 0-1 lifted high in the air to right field. Jake Brown waits for it to come down, maybe bring some rain with it, but he makes the ground for out number 1. So Cup retired, 1 gone, top of the second inning. But you had a great story because, as I told Jay Johnson, I said, this is a great weekend, Coach. You got Mississippi State, you got LSU. The best news is we're playing it in Baton Rouge. No offense to Starkville. And you're going to have, at some point, Ron Polk and Skip Bertman in the building. And they are both here tonight, which is such a blessing for all of us. And for all baseball fans. There's a swing and a miss by Joe Powell on a fastball a little up, and it's 0-1 as Anderson jumps ahead. But those two, you got to see it firsthand. Snapped a great picture of those two rivals, and again, a lot of respect with what both have done, both at Mississippi State and here at LSU, and I think our listeners would enjoy it.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll let this pitch go.
1-1. This one hit high in the air.
Yeah, can we get it back?
Is it going to hang up? Stanfield coming over near the track, and this one's gone. Joe Powell, second home run of the night for the Bulldogs.
Down there in the 9 hole.
That's his second home run of the year, and it's now 3-0 Mississippi State with 1 out in the top of the second.
Wow. Yeah, you know what, Chris? It's impossible to know. But I would love to be able to like go back to the future like Marty McFly and take Skip Bertman and Ron Polk out of the college baseball equation and see what this would look like today. Would it look the same? Would the College World Series get as much exposure? Would all the games be televised now? My gut tells me it wouldn't be. I think those two guys are kind of like on the Mount Rushmore of college baseball, and you're right. To have them both in the same place tonight, 40 years after they did battle, is really a cool thing. And I was up here, and Coach Polk, I don't know if many know, he does color for Mississippi State baseball.
Here's the 0-1 to Sawyer Reeves. Misses outside from Anderson, evens the count 1-1.
And we were over getting the media stuff, and Coach Polk walked up, and we had a good hug. And I said, I hear you're going to lunch with Coach Bertman tomorrow. And he said, I don't know anything about that. And I said, well, maybe so.
The 1-1, swing and a miss. Chase one low, did Reeves, and it's now 1-2.
And Coach Polk said, well, I heard he'll be here Saturday. I said, well, Coach, I'm actually walking downstairs right now to meet him in the parking lot today. And he said, wait a minute. Skip Bertman's coming here tonight? And I said, he'll be here in 10 minutes. And he insisted to walk downstairs with me.
Pitch misses low, evens the count 2-2.
And when we were waiting at Coach's parking lot, I was sitting there with Ron Polk. And, of course, the first things that Coach Bertman said when he got out of the car is, come here and give me a hug, big guy. And that was an awesome thing to watch, I tell you.
2-2 pitch to Reeves. Ground ball, but it will go foul, third base side. Keeps the count 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And for a minute, let's forget about like baseball, right? When you look at those two guys, those guys have been some of the most important people in thousands of young men's lives. Have literally shaped thousands of young men's life, and it's just amazing to have them both here.
Swing and a miss, little foul tip, but Hernandez holds on behind the plate, and Anderson records a strikeout, 2 gone here in the top of the second inning. So Cup flied out to right to start the inning. Powell would homer to left center to make it 3-0. Now Reeves with a strikeout. And we'll see Bryce Chance once again. He had a single, came around to score on that home run from Ace Reese back in the top of the first. So Anderson trying to keep it a 3-0 game, and a swing and a miss at a fastball up in the zone, and it's 0-1.
And Chris, I tried. I told Coach Polk he was more than welcome to join us here in the press box during the game, and he told me we couldn't afford him.
Here's the 0-1, a strike on the outside corner from Anderson, and it's 0-2. Two outs, the 0-2 pitch. Chases one high and fouls it off. Still 0-2. Neil Price, voice of the Mississippi State Bulldogs, got to the ballpark today. I said, where's Coach Polk? He said, oh, he's down there in the dugout. He said, we got here a little late. I called him, said, we're about to head to the ballpark. And he said, all right, let me run, get my cigar in. There's another foul down the third base line. Still 0-2, the count now to Chance.
Yeah, as we were waiting downstairs, he looked over at Skip's statue, and he said, you know my statue's 2 inches taller than that one, right? The rivalry still exists.
Gotta love it. With 2 outs, the 0-2 sails outside with a speed ball, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Chance.
Yeah, those guys did three tours together with Team USA.
1 ball, 2 strikes, nobody on, a 3-0 Mississippi State lead. With 2 outs, the pitch is inside. Just missed the corner now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bryce Chance. Anderson comes set. Here's the 2-2 to the plate, off the end of the bat. Skied into the air, but near second base. Dickinson right behind the bag a few feet, makes the grab for out number 3. However, Mississippi State adds a run with a solo shot from Powell. 1 run on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. It's now a 3-0 lead after an inning and a half. LSU coming to the plate. It'll be the meat of the order presented by 44 Farms. Josh Pearson, Milam, and Brown. 4, 5, and 6 for LSU when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall, see ya!
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win.
Tigers win.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown.
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Coming back.
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
3-0 Mississippi State leading your Tigers here early on. Bottom of the second inning, the Tigers come to the plate. Josh Pearson, tonight's designated hitter for Coach Jay Johnson and LSU, will lead things off. It's Pearson, Milam, and Brown due up. Facing Evan Sierre, the right-hander for Mississippi State. First pitch to Pearson. Called strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Josh on the year batting .304. Made it very difficult to keep him out of the lineup, whether he's in left field, right field, or the DH.
You know, a bunt down the third baseline's a guaranteed hit here again.
He'll swing and foul it down the first base line, and it's 0-2 now to Josh. They'll
very,
move.
Very shifty.
Now they'll move that third baseman, Reese, over into right center field.
Between the first baseman and second baseman. So I would call that the mega shift.
They are determined not to let anything on the right side of the infield get through. 0-2 the count to Pearson. Sierre winds and the pitch. Outside and high, ball one.
So what they try to do is keep it in to where Pearson really can't do anything but pull it. But that pitch, for example, missed out over the outside part of the plate. Anything to the left side on the ground in the air would be a hit right now for Pearson.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swings, tried to lay back, pops it up, and it will, I believe, catch the overhang out of play. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Josh right at .304 on the year. 3 home runs. Feels like we're starting to see Pearson start in that DH role against righties and Fry against lefties. Same thing with Reeves and Braswell over at third base. Reeves is in the lineup tonight.
1-2 pitch. Breaking ball, but too far inside, and it's 2-2. Pearson trying to use a little body language there to help influence Brandon Bennett, our home plate umpire. It appeared to work. So now with an even count, Pearson awaits. Sierre starts the wind and the 2-2. Missed outside. That'll fill the count 3-2. So Pearson started behind in the count. He's now worked it full. Let's see what gives here. Again, the left side of the infield almost virtually wide open. Sierra, a little extra time now with 4 on the pitch clock. The payoff pitch, and that is a nasty spinner in for a strike. Down on strikes goes Pearson. 1 gone here in the bottom of the second inning. And Sierra right now doing a great job mixing up his pitches, and he's got that curveball dialed in.
Well, look, if you can pitch in college baseball, if you can throw that curveball over early in the count for a strike and throw it in a 3-2 count, if you have just as much confidence with your breaking ball, slider, changeup, whatever it is, than you do your fastball, you got a chance to be pretty good out there. And so far, for a guy that's only getting his second start of the year, Sierra looks pretty good.
Stephen Milam at the plate. First pitch to the monster. Misses outside. 1-0 off speed from Sierra.
Yeah, he'll throw the changeups most often to lefties, and he'll throw that curveball / slurve more often to the right-handers.
1 ball, no strikes. Milam ready to go. Sierra fires, and it's a ground ball foul. First base side, and it's 1-1.
22 pitches now for Sierra, but Chris, he's only thrown 47 this year.
1 ball, 1 strike to Milam, 1 out, nobody on. Tried to lay back on this one. Pops it up foul out of play left side, and it's 1-2.
Of course, I mean, 47 is the most he's thrown in any one outing, so I wouldn't think we would see Sierra no matter what. Well, he's at 23 now, so past maybe the 4th inning.
1 ball, 2 strikes, Milam. Trying to get it started here for the Tigers, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Milam. Also a rarity, just his 6th strikeout of the year. But Sierra dealing, and now 2 down. We'll see Jake Brown. Tigers trying to solve this riddle that is the right-hander, Evan Sierra, thus far.
Yeah, that's 3 strikeouts to 3 guys, actually, that don't strike out very often. Curiel, Pearson, and Milam.
So Jake Brown batting .357 awaits, and he'll swing at the first pitch, come up empty, and it's 0-1.
That looked like 100, and it was only 89.
Here's the 0-1 delivery. Inside corner strike with a fastball at 90, and it's 0-2. Jay Johnson said it prior to the game. He said he attacks the strike zone. Make no mistake about it. And so far, he's lived up to that. 2 outs, nobody on, an 0-2 count to Jake Brown. Righty on lefty matchup, and the pitch. Ooh, just outside. Brown had ideas, but holds back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Not playing the shift as much with Brown.
The 1-2. Off speed, outside, 2-2.
Yeah, Jay said that, and you and I, before the first pitch, talked about how the banter around town was they're 1-5. We're a good week. Not this series. You can throw the statistics and all the records out the window. This is going to be a battle this weekend, no matter what.
2-2 pitch to Brown. He will lift this one into right center field. Brown gets the first knock of the night for the Tigers, their first Bingo Pest Product base hit. And a 2-out single will extend the inning. And we'll get Luis Hernandez to the plate next for LSU, batting for the first time tonight.
I tell you what, that was one heck of an at-bat. He just hit a pitch that was a very difficult pitch to put in play. With 2 strikes, he did what he's supposed to do and make something happen by putting the ball in play. Didn't hit it very hard, less than 90 miles an hour off the bat, but it was a tough pitch.
Luis Hernandez batting .266, 3 home runs, 4 doubles on the year. He's driven in 12 runs. First pitch to the right-hander. In there for a strike with a fastball at 91, and it's 0-1. Jake Brown, short lead off of first. He's 5 of 8 in stolen bases this year. Here's a swing and off the end of the bat between first and second. Going to be picked up by Reeves. He throws to first to Hunter Hines, and he can't hold on. Now they'll throw to third, but sliding in safely is going to be Brown. So the Tigers catch a break with 2 outs. And you said it, partner, that was going to be trouble, although now it looks like we may have, let's see, the umpires, they're going to check for a review?
No, I don't think there's going to be a review, but right there, you know, sometimes the shift giveth and it taketh away, and right there they had him shifted to pull to the left side. He hit it off the cap. A slow roller basically to second base. We see it all the time. If the second baseman was just played in a normal spot, that would have been a routine play. Everybody heads back to the dugouts. Instead, first and third for the Tigers, a chance to strike back here.
So with runners on the corners, first delivery offered up to Reeves. Misses low and inside with a fastball from Sierra, and it's 1-0. So a little bit of pressure coming here on Sierra and the Bulldog defense with 2 outs in the bottom of the second, down 3-0 to Mississippi State. Brown at third, Hernandez at first. The pitch just about went into the navel of Tanner Reeves. Missed inside, now 2-0.
You know, I think I would have given that a hit with an error. The error advancing Reeves to third base, but I think Hernandez would have beat that out at first base even if he would have thrown it directly to the first baseman. But I'm not the scorekeeper, but I'm going to go over there in between innings and talk to him about it.
Oh, okay.
See what he's thinking.
All right. Let me know how that goes.
It never goes my way. Let's put it like that.
So
Mr. Lazar has been doing that for a very long time.
Little quick meeting out there on the mound as Joe Powell went out, talked it over, got a new baseball in the hands of Evan Sierra. 2-0 the count to Reeves now.
Come on, Reeves.
Runners first and third. Reeves on the season, 11 runs batted in. He's batting .389, .375 with 2 outs in the inning. The 2-0. Wow. This time they get the strike across off speed, and it's 2-1.
He is not scared to go to that off-speed pitch behind in the count.
2-1 to Reeves. Redshirt junior out of Bonham, Texas awaits, and he fouls this back into the screen. That'll even the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a 3-0 Mississippi State lead. Jake Brown able to get the first hit off Sierra here in the bottom of the second, coming with 2 outs in the inning. Followed up by Hernandez, able to arrive safely at first base on a miscue by the Mississippi State infield. 2 on the corners, 2 outs, and a 2-2 pitch coming to Reeves. Runner goes. Hernandez trying to draw the attention. He does so. The throw home, and they get Brown at home plate for the 3rd out of the inning.
We're going to look at
Jay Johnson wants him to take a look at it. Again, we've seen that several times. Much more aggressive LSU style this year. They put Hernandez in motion. The throw went to second, but Reeves immediately knew what was up. He caught the ball, fired it straight with a strike to home plate. Joe Powell, according to our home plate umpire, applied the tag in time for the 3rd out.
Yeah.
But again, we'll go under review. Brought to you by Acme Oyster House.
Let me tell you why I don't like it. And they don't leave the field for these in the SEC. They go back to the booth. They just wait down on the field for the call. But, Chris, I was watching Jake Brown from the second that he stood up, and he never indicated it to Jay.
Oh, looks like he caught the corner of the plate. Looks like that
the
base running glove.
Right there, the oven mitt. Yeah, the oven mitt might. I think it gets to the plate right before. But what I was nervous about was that Jake Brown never made a call to Jay like, hey, I was safe.
Right.
Usually the player comes up and gives the headphone sign.
Is safe.
There we go.
So LSU challenges. It goes their way. They'll
Let's go.
keep both challenges, and the
Let's
Tigers
go.
are on the board. It's now 3-1.
Well, we've been talking about the aggressiveness on the base pass. How about sending Luis Hernandez on a somewhat delayed steal on the double steal to score a run? I love it.
So it works. Took a review to get it, but the Tigers still in business here in the bottom of the second. It's a 3-1 ball game. Mississippi State on top. Again, Reeves still at the plate. And the pitch. Driven foul down the right field line. And it's 0-1. Now Hernandez, obviously with that throw down on his attempt to go to second base. Again, Reeves never paid attention to Luis. He knew Brown was headed home, so Hernandez able to take the bag. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. So a good change of fortune for LSU after the review. Payoff pitch to the plate. Reeves swings, lifts it out of play left side. Still 3-2.
And the pitch count up to 32 now for Sierra. Remember, 46, 47 is the most he's been. I'm a little surprised, actually, to not see somebody starting to stretch out down in the bullpen.
Hernandez down at second base. Tigers down 2 runs, 3-1. 2 outs and another payoff pitch coming to Tanner Reeves. And a swing, foul tip. But this time Powell could not hold on. It gets loose from his mitt. And that will keep it 3-2. So to Doug Thompson's point, not only is LSU after the review able to get a run in, it keeps Sierra throwing pitches now. And timeout going to be called by Joe Powell, who appears to have something in his eye. He's removed his face mask and trying to clear his eye. Home plate umpire Brandon Bennett checking on the Mississippi State catcher. And he'll throw the gear back on. He's good to go. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Tanner Reeves. 2 outs. Tigers trailing by 2 runs, 3-1 early on here, bottom of the second. Hernandez, short lead off of second. Sierra looks back. Now another payoff pitch, and it misses low, and Tanner Reeves going to get the base on balls. Runners now first and second.
That was such a good at-bat by Reeves.
And now we'll see Chris Stanfield at the bottom of the order here for LSU. And Stanfield batting .312. 11 runs batted in. Has Hernandez at second. Tanner Reeves at first base.
How about one of those smoke missile line drives down the left field line for a double here?
Sierra comes set. Now the pitch. Across the plate for a strike, and it's 0-1.
I feel like he's literally thrown the first pitch strike to every hitter so far.
Probably not far off. Setting up a little outside is Joe Powell to the right-handed hitting Stanfield. Here's the 0-1. And a ground ball towards the shortstop. Hernandez has to navigate around it, but it's handled by Kupp, who flips to Reeves at second base for the third out of the inning. But the Tigers get on the board. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error committed by the Bulldogs. The Tigers leave 2 men on. We go to the top of the third. 3-1 Mississippi State leads. Bulldogs come to the plate when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Rock to the beat with these chart toppers from the Louisiana Lottery. It's a smash hit. Play Hit $100, hitting it big with $100 prizes. The chart leaders keep coming. Scratch big, win bigger. Play Loaded $200, fully loaded with $200 prizes. And climbing the charts, it's $1,000 stacked, stacked high with $1,000 prizes. Play the biggest hits now at any lottery retailer. Must be at least 21 to purchase.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to mix something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
This is Coke Zero Sugar. Could I be the best Coke ever? Try and taste with your ears. Hear those bubbles? Imagine them tingling on your tongue. Fizzy deliciousness. Listen to that cascading liquid. A mouth-watering waterfall. Irresistibly tasty. Zero sugar. Crisp, refreshing, and ice cold. Is Coke Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Try and...
All right, coming back here.
We head to the top of the third inning of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball. Presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Game 1 of this 3-game set at Alex Box Stadium. Mississippi State and LSU. The Bulldogs plating 2 runs in the top of the first inning. Ace Reese with a 2-run blast off of Cade Anderson to make it 2-0. They would add a solo shot from Joe Powell in the top of the second. LSU scratches one across in the bottom half of the second inning. It's a 3-1 ball game as Ace Reese will lead it off for the Bulldogs. First pitch from Anderson, up and in for ball 1, 1-0.
Let's hope Ace Reese a little more chill this time. Just a little roll over to second base. That's all we need.
Time called. Brandon Bennett allowing timeout as Ace Reese stepped out momentarily. Now he steps back in. 1 ball, no strikes. Anderson fires, and it's sent back foul to the screen. Evens it up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers, and cocktails. Find your nearest location, order online, or use the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win. 1 ball, 1 strike. Anderson delivers. Sent straight up into the air. Infield fly is coming in, is going to be Tanner Reeves. He had the better angle. The third baseman about 15, 20 feet behind the mound brings it in for out number 1. So Reese retired. Didn't get the ground out, but you got the pop.
Yeah, I'll take it. Talking about Skip Urban and Ron Polk, Reese, I've just learned this over the last couple days. I didn't, I knew that Ron Polk left Miami midseason to go to Georgia Southern. I didn't realize that Skip immediately filled that vacancy on the Miami staff. I didn't realize that Ron Polk once coached against Demi Maneri at Miami-Dade North while Demi was at Miami-Dade South. They were rival JUCO opponents.
First pitch to Noah Sullivan. Misses inside, and it's 1-0. Sullivan, by the way, aboard on a walk back in the first inning.
But some other things I never thought of. Rafael Palmeiro the only Miami native big recruit that Ron Frazier and Skip ever lost from Miami at that time.
Strike to Sullivan. It's 1-1.
And had Skip Bertman come to LSU in 1982 as opposed to 1983, he would have recruited none other than Will Clark to play here with a guy named Albert Bell.
Fastball just missed the inside corner to Sullivan. It's now 2-1.
Will Clark and Joey Bell sitting in the 3-4 hole probably wouldn't have been terrible from 1983 to 1986.
I think you're right. Again, that Marty McFly, how would things look? Here's the 2-1.
Yeah.
Got him to chase, swing and a miss to even the count. 2-2 now to Sullivan, who was totally off balance. Whiffed at a pitch low in the zone. Even count now with one out, nobody on for the Bulldogs.
I saw Will Clark before the game, and we were talking about that story, and he said, Skip's told me many times there's no way I'll let you get out of Louisiana if I'm here.
2-2, high chop towards second base. Dickinson charges in slightly, throws to Jones in time. There's two gone. Sullivan retired for the first time tonight. And we'll see Hunter Hines. Hines with a soft liner to right center field. His first time up. Hines on the year. Batting .297, again possesses the power, dangerous hitter. We've much talked about that already. And the Tigers, from the very word jump, going to put on the shift here. They're going to move Reeves over to right of second base. Milam by his lonesome left side of the infield. As pitch from Anderson down in the dirt, and it's 1-0 to Hines.
We haven't seen this much from LSU's defense this year. But, Chris, I'm really hoping this at-bat ends in 2 or 3 pitches, because it's a great chance for Cade to get back on track a little bit with his pitch count.
The 1-0. Low and inside. Make it 2 balls, no strikes.
He's up to 57 now. Started the inning with 47.
Swing and a miss. Out in front is Hines, and it's 2-1. Two-one delivery off the end of the bat, high in the air, but this one's going to find itself foul down the left field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Hunter Hines.
Deuce is wild.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A 3-1 Mississippi State lead here in the top of the third. The 2-2. Look out. This one high and deep to right field, and over the fence it goes. Third home run of the night for Mississippi State, and they get that run back. It's now 4-1 as Hines with his 5th home run of the year.
And that puts him into 3rd place all by his lonesome. All-time career home run leaders at Mississippi State.
So the 3rd home run of the night. 8th home run given up by Cade Anderson on the year. And we'll see Aaron Downs. Downs was caught looking his first time up. Anderson fires, missed outside and high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. Handcuffed him. He fouls it back above the first base dugout. It's 1-1.
Man, he hit that into the teeth of the wind, too. Wind's blowing hard from right to left.
The 1-1. Missed high and outside. Make it 2-1. Downs a .321 average, .267 so far this year with 2 outs in the inning. Nobody on, a 4-1 Mississippi State lead. 2-1 pitch, inside swing and a miss, and it evens the count 2-2. Anderson's 2-2 pitch, bouncer foul, third base side, keeps the count 2-2. Infield playing straight up, outfield likewise. With 2 outs, the 2-2, and it just missed the outside corner. That'll fill the count now to Aaron Downs.
And just like that, we're to 67 pitches, 20 now in this inning.
Payoff delivery, fouled off the bat and the foot of Aaron Downs. Rolls towards the LSU dugout. Still 3 balls, 2 strikes. Fans, Blue Cross Blue Shield of Louisiana, proud to be the official health insurance of LSU Athletics. Louisiana Blue, live Louisiana. We've got you. Bulldogs 4 runs on 5 hits so far here. With 2 outs in the top of the third, Tigers 1 run on 1 hit. Bulldogs have committed 1 error thus far. Another payoff pitch, and again, a little soft liner, but Dickinson able to track it down in shallow right center field. The Tigers second baseman secures the 3rd out of the inning. But another run on the board for the Bulldogs. A solo shot by Hunter Hines. 1 run on 1 hit, nobody left on. 4-1 Mississippi State leads. Tigers have top of the order Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
The bottom of the 3rd inning of LSU fighting
coming back
ball is presented by Bengal Pest Products. Guaranteed overnight extermination with Bengal.
Tigers trailing 4-1. Bottom of the 3rd inning coming your way from Alex Box Stadium here on a Thursday night. 2 SEC series getting an early start. Bulldogs of Mississippi State and the Tigers of LSU. Derek Curiel bats for the 2nd time tonight. A rare strikeout back in the 1st inning. In his first trip to the plate, first pitch outside, ball 1, 1-0 to Curiel. Sierra fires, and this pitch low and inside. Make it 2 balls and no strikes. Well, you said it, Doug. Forget the records. Bring a pocket full of rocks. It's going to be a rock fight. Here's the 2-0 to Curiel. I want to strike at the letters on the outer half, and it's 2-1.
This rivalry got so big in the early 90s, they literally let fans sit on the field during the game.
Shift is on with Curiel, the left-hander, and the 2-1. It goes opposite field, lifts it in the air. Aaron Downs to the track, to the wall. See ya! Derek Curiel, home run number 3, and that'll put a charge into the crowd here at the box. Cuts the lead in half. It's now 4-2 Mississippi State. That's a great start to the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Huge to score with no outs in the inning. That ball was hit up into the jet stream that we just talked about, wind puffing from right to left. And he hit that high in the air, 96 miles an hour off the bat. But you want to talk about a fence scraper, 329 feet. I'm not quite sure how that is. The wall is 330, so it's 329 feet on the data we have up here. But who cares? Tigers now 2 down.
4-2, and Jared Jones to the plate. Jared grounded out to Dylan Cupp, the shortstop, his first time up.
Just think of in between. You got Todd Walker in the house tonight next
yes,
door. You got Will Clark in the house. You talk about SEC.
This is a who's who of SEC baseball. First pitch to Jones down in the dirt. Gets away slightly from Joe Powell, the catcher, and it's 1-0.
Two of the leading home run hitters in the history of both programs battling it out. What a great series.
Time called now by Jeff Head, our first base umpire. Pitch by Sierra is thrown, but Jeff Head had clearly called for time, but
something go on the field or something?
I'm not sure. He just called for time and
it was random.
Not sure, but nonetheless, that pitch didn't happen. And Jerry Jones looking for clarification from our home plate umpire.
1-0.
Yep, it is 1-0.
Another pitch there. Won't show up, but he's at 53 now, really.
The 1-0 to Jones. Off the end of the bat. Going right side. High in the air, but it hangs up. And going to be grabbed on the track by Nolan Stevens in right field.
Well, look, if the wind gave him one to left and it took one away there to right, that one's a dinger any day that the wind's just, there is no wind, but it just ate it up. You could see it almost. You could see it almost coming back towards us.
So 1 out. Jones retired on the high and long fly ball out to right field.
100 miles an hour off the bat, though.
We'll see Daniel Dickinson now. Daniel flied out to left field his first time up. Sierra fires, and the pitch missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes.
And someone has started to toss down in the Bulldogs bullpen. I think he just got the hurry up.
The 1-0 pitch. Miss low and away. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch to Dickinson, the 2-0. Fastball strike, and it's 2-1. The velo certainly has dropped just a tick for Sierra. He was pretty much 90-91. Now it's 88-89.
Yeah, season high total for him at this point by 10 pitches.
2-1 pitch. Outside corner called strike at 90, and it's 2-2.
Speaking of season high pitches, Cade Anderson last week reached his season high at 101. So they're comfortable getting him up to 100 now.
2-2. Dickinson swings, lifts it in the air, first base side. Hines in foul territory, plenty of room, and he'll have it for the second out of the inning. So Dickinson retired. That will get Josh Pearson to the plate for a second time. Strikeout victim to Sierra his first time up to lead off the second inning. 4-2, Mississippi State leading. 2 gone here. Bottom of the third inning. The Tigers a run in the second, a run so far here in the third on that solo shot to lead it off by Derek Curiel. Again, they'll put on the shift to the right side of the infield. Keep the third baseman basically in the 6 hole, but Pearson going to go with a ground ball left of second base. It finds its way into center field, and a 2-out single for Pearson. Picks up his 18th hit of the season. And with 2 outs, again, the Tigers trying to get something going here. They were able to do so in the second inning. And it'll be up to Stephen Milam to keep it going. Milam a strikeout victim as well back in the second. Still extraordinary. 34 hits on the season and 93 plate appearances. Milam's been walked 15 times and only struck out 6. Sierra fires, misses high with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Pearson will take his lead off of first. The 1-0 pitch. Milam swings, fouls it off, and it's 1-1.
I was talking to Jamie before the game, Tutco, and he said this kid will pitch up in the zone. He has a riding fastball, which means it appears to rise up on the hands of the hitters, and we've seen that. We've seen that multiple times so far.
1 ball, 1 strike to Milam, 2 outs, runner at first, a 4-2 Mississippi State lead. Now a turn and throw to first. Pearson slides back safely head first. 1 ball, 1 strike to Steven Monster Milam, sophomore out of Las Cruces, New Mexico. The 1-1. Swing and a bouncer to first. Handled by Hines. 1 step. Steps on the bag, and that'll do it for LSU. However, the Tigers get another run. They do it on Derek Curiel's solo shot. They have 1 run on 2 hits, and they leave 1 man on. We go to the top of the 4th inning here at the box. 4-2 Mississippi State leads. Bulldogs to the plate when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hub International is Louisiana's premier employee benefits and commercial insurance brokerage. Hub can insure just about any risk that your business faces. Did you know Hub even insured the bonuses for our football coaches in 2022? Hub specializes in the construction, healthcare, real estate, and hospitality industries. Chances are you're probably already doing business with someone who does business with Hub. Turn to the agency that the Tigers, Saints, and Pelicans choose. Hub International. Visit them today at hubinternational.com.
In Louisiana, we love our LSU Tigers. When the band strikes up those 4 iconic notes, the fans go wild. At Louisiana Blue, we're Tiger fans too. That's why we've teamed up with LSU Athletics to bring you the compassion of the cross and security of the shield, so you're free to wear your stripes and roar. Live Louisiana. We've got you. Louisiana Blue, Louisiana True.
Proud partner of LSU Athletics.
4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, for the number you gotta dial. Life throws you a curve, you know that deadly devotion goes the extra mile. Throw your 4s up, throw your 4s up. There's a number you gotta dial. Throw your 4s up, throw your 4s up. Deadly devotion goes the extra mile. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, for the number you gotta dial. Throw your 4s up.
Coming back here.
The top of the 4th inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your 4s up.
Fans, some chase thrills, others drive it with the 2025 Tundra and Tacoma. Adventures at every turn. You can test drive at your local Toyota dealer. Visit Toyota.com today. Adventure, it's what we share. Nolan Stevens will lead it off, the right fielder for Mississippi State. Had a little comebacker to the mound to Kate Anderson back in the 1st inning. Batting for the 2nd time tonight. First pitch, Anderson misses ball 1. The 1-0 delivery to the plate as Anderson works quickly. He misses outside. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Mississippi State got on the board early. 2-run home run by Ace Reese in the top of the 1st inning gave the Dogs a 2-0 lead. They added 1 more in the top of the 2nd to make it a 3-0 lead. That pitch misses low. Now 3-0 the count to Nolan Stevens. The Tigers would get 1 across in the bottom of the 2nd. Mississippi State got that back with a solo home run from Hunter Hines in the top of the 3rd. Tigers plate 1 in the bottom of the 3rd, and here we are, 4-2. There's a strike from Anderson to make it 3-1 with Stevens taking all the way.
Sorry, Chris, I had to go check on Bill because he hadn't been booed too many times over the last 30-something years here at the box.
Pitch high and inside to Stevens, and Anderson going to give up his 2nd walk of the night. That will send Stevens down to first base, and the Bulldogs get the leadoff man aboard.
But, one of the mid-inning promotions, Bill said the participant didn't win, and the Tiger faithful didn't agree with that, and I had to just go check on him. I don't know the guy's ever been booed in his life. Who boos Billy Francis?
I don't know. And it was clear after.
That just goes to show you, man, these folks in purple and gold, they'll cut your throat in a heartbeat.
Here's a throw over to first to keep an eye on Stevens. He's back easily. Yeah, we had under Acme Oyster House review.
Yeah.
I mean, it was clear. There was no winner in that promotion.
I don't know, but who in the heck boos Billy Francis?
Dylan Cupp shows bunt and fouls it down the first base line. 0-1 the count to Cupp. He flied out to Jake Brown in right field back in the 2nd inning.
All right, how about a little 2-ball here? Just something to save some pitches.
Stevens with a leadoff first. Anderson, the left-hander, now will toss over there. He gets back to the bag easily. Again, Mississippi State coming in 1-5 into the 3rd weekend of SEC play. And as Jay Johnson said, Well, we know how good Texas is. Texas swept the Dogs in Starkville to open SEC play. The 0-1, still trying to lay down the bunt. Put the bat on a high fastball, and it goes straight up and into the screen foul, and it's now 0-2 to Dylan Cupp. Second weekend, Mississippi State traveled to Norman, Oklahoma to take on the Sooners. They lost 2 out of 3. Again, both opening weekends against top 10 teams. That's going to happen to a few of us here in the SEC in 2025. The 0-2, a breaking ball misses low and inside, and it's 1-2 now to Cupp.
Yeah, LSU is ranked in the top 10 in all of the, I guess, the big 5 publications. Baseball America, D1 Baseball, National College Baseball Writers Perfect Game, and USA Today Coaches Poll.
A 1-2 pitch to the plate, swung on, and a foul. Bouncer third base side. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Tennessee's ranked first in 4 of the 5. Arkansas is actually ranked first in the Baseball Writers Poll. Georgia right up there in the top 3.
One ball, 2 strikes, runner at first, nobody out. The pitch just got a piece as Dylan Cupp to stay alive on a pitch up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count remains.
And I'll tell you, Chris, all 5 polls agree that the SEC has 10, if not 11, in the top 25. So all you other conferences out there that say you can play some baseball, you can save that.
The 1-2 hit hard and into the alley, right center field. Around second base is Stevens on his way to third. The throw just now coming in, and Mississippi State, with nobody out, has runners first and third here in the top of the 4th inning. That will be the 6th hit of the night off Kate Anderson by this Bulldog squad.
And I was just about to ask you surprised with 80 pitches that we don't see anyone down in the bullpen yet? And before I could get the question out of my mouth, the cavalry was headed down, about 6 guys sprinting down to the bullpen.
So Stevens advances to third on the single by Cupp. Runners first and third, nobody out. We'll see Joe Powell. Powell had the solo home run in the 2nd inning. One of 3 blasts tonight for the Bulldogs. First pitch from Anderson, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Open stance for the right-handed hitting Powell, who again has a .208 average, came into the game tonight batting .174. A pitch missing outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Coach Johnson on Monday night, he made a prediction. He said SEC basketball had 14 teams in the NCAA tournament. He said, I see 14 at least making a regional out of the SEC.
Wow.
Pitch outside, make it 2-1. Runners take their lead. Tigers looking for outs. First to throw over to keep an eye on Cupp at first base.
Yeah, I mean, 2 of the teams with 0-6 records are Florida and A&M. I think A&M was first in a lot of the polls to start off the season.
Indeed.
So you got to think there's going to be a little fight in them still left in the tank, because they have some big players that are actually out with injury right now.
2-1 pitch from Anderson. Hit in the air, right center field. Brown on the run. Jake coming over, makes the play. Tagging up from third is Stevens. He will score easily, and it's now 5-2. Mississippi State. The sac fly RBI off the bat of Powell. He drives in his 2nd ribby of the night. Runner stays put at first, and Dylan Cupp, and we'll see Gatlin Sanders, who entered the game as a replacement. Sanders in now for Sawyer Reeves, who started the game at second base. So they make an early substitution. Left-handed hitter going against the left-handed throwing Kate Anderson. First pitch. Strike on the outside corner with a speed ball, and it's 0-1.
You know, I talk about sometimes those little things that kind of get in your head as a starting pitcher. As example, an 0-2 hit. But when that 9-hole produces against you, that's something you never really actually plan on happening.
Strike on the outside corner again, that time with a fastball, and it's 0-2.
You expect the 9-hole to give you a couple outs during the game, but as you mentioned, State's 9-hole has been pretty dang productive down there.
Swung on, lifted foul, and it's still 0-2. The count to Gatlin Sanders, called upon off the bench 34th plate appearance, batting .424 on the year, .474 with runners on.
You got Connor Binge trying to get it hot as quickly as possible, and also Cooper Williams down there, righty-lefty tossing.
The 0-2 misses outside. Kate Anderson a little frustrated there, even though it was not too far off the plate. You could tell with his body language he wasn't happy after the release. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes to Sanders. 5-2, Mississippi State leading. They played it at least a run in all the frames so far. Chopping ground ball to Jones at first. A race to the bag. Nope, he'll apply the tag as a head-first slide attempted by Sanders, but Jeff Head ruled him out on the initial tag. That will advance the runner in Cup, and it looks like Coach Lemonis out here. He's going to ask maybe for a review as
it's interesting.
Sanders immediately after making it to first base, after it was clearly indicated out by Jeff Head, Coach Lemonis coming out saying, "We sure about that?" Jeff Head runs down, meets with the Mississippi State coach, and he says, "Yep, you're out."
Well, what he was asking him was, did you have him out of the baseline or on the tag? Because if you had him on the tag, we want a review. But if you're saying he ran out of the baseline to avoid the tag, okay, I'll go back to the dugout. I'm pretty sure that was the conversation.
Yeah, I think that's what Jeff Head was saying with the hand motion to Coach Lemonis. So
with or without the tag, he was out for running out of the baseline.
So it does record the second out of the inning. Again, it moves Cup over to second base, so a runner in scoring position is Bryce Chance to the plate. The pitch to the right-hander. Misses low and inside, and it's 1-0.
I honestly can see why Kate Anderson's frustrated. I mean, it has been very tight behind the plate.
Anderson's 1-0 pitch. Missed high. 2 balls, no strikes to Chance, who had a single and scored in the first. Popped out to Daniel Dickinson last time in the second inning. 5-2. Bulldogs lead by 3 here in the top of the 4th. Swing and a miss. Anderson pulls the string. That'll make it 2-1. Cup with a large lead off of second. Anderson glances back. Now the 2-1 to the plate. Missing high, 3-1. Well, it goes without saying, Kate Anderson has been so effective this year, but the majority of the time he is working ahead of hitters. Hasn't been the story tonight as he battles out there. This will be the 93rd pitch. The 3-1. That one a strike. Comes back with a fastball, catches the inner half. It's 3-2.
It's interesting. Connor Binge has now taken a seat, and Cooper Williams is just standing kind of casually on the rubber.
Two outs, runner at second. The payoff delivery. Swung on and fouled. Right side. Jones going to give it a look. But he gets behind the screen and runs down. Yeah. Out of play. In play, but not able to make a play. Runs down the screen, so still 3-2.
Who's on deck? Yeah, lefty's on deck, so I'm guessing this will be the last batter for Kate Anderson. And Cooper Williams will face Ace Reese, the left-hander who waits on deck, if it gets to that point.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner at second. Anderson from the stretch. Kicks and fires to the plate. Swing and a miss. Off-speed delivery. Chance swings over the top, and that'll do it for Mississippi State. But they add another run. They do it on 1 hit, and they strand 1 runner at second base. 5-2. Mississippi State with the lead. Bottom of the 4th we go. Tigers will have 6, 7, and 8 due up. Jake Brown, Luis Hernandez, and Tanner Reeves when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya.
Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Hey, Tiger fans, 12 and younger, don't miss your chance to be a part of Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell, the exclusive kids club of LSU Athletics. Join Mike's Kids Club for only $25. Get the official Mike's Kids Club t-shirt, free admission to select LSU athletic events, and much, much more. To learn about upcoming events and to join, please visit lsumkc.com. The Mike's Kids Club, presented by Shell.
Coming back.
The bottom of the fourth inning, presented by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Throw your fours up.
5-2, Mississippi State leading LSU here in game one of this three-game series from Baton Rouge. Tiger fans, remember, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of all the home run celebrations here at the box all season long. So whether you're buying or selling baseball tickets, SeatGeek, the place to do it. Expect the expected. SeatGeek. Jake Brown leads it off, and the first pitch fired by Ryan McPherson, new pitcher in for Mississippi State. As Coach Lamonis makes a pitching change powered by Sunshine. It's fouled off by Brown left side, and it's 0-1. Jake tonight, a single and score and a run back in the second inning. The pitch fouled back into the screen, and McPherson jumps ahead, 0-2.
McPherson enters with a 2.31 ERA. He's 1-0. This is his 8th appearance of the year.
Right-hander ready to go. The 0-2 pitch upstairs and inside. Ball 1-2.
He's worked 11 2/3 innings this year, allowed 8 hits, 3 runs. They were earned. He has 4 walks and 18 strikeouts. So another strike thrower here. He hit opponents hitting right under 200 at 190 off of him so far.
The 1-2 pitch to Jake Brown. Just missed the inside corner at the knees, and it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. McPherson, the true freshman out of Hollywood, Florida. Brown steadies the bat. The 2-2 pitch. Opposite field, ground ball. Against the shift, they had him slightly moved to the right side. They had Ace Reese, the third baseman, playing the traditional shortstop. That one, if he's at home at third, probably a routine 5-3. But as it stands, Brown able to poke it through into left field. It's the 4th Bingo Pest Product base hit for the Tigers tonight. And a good sign, Doug, leadoff man aboard for LSU, and we'll see Luis Hernandez.
Yeah, by the way, McPherson's fastball 93-97, the curveball 81-84 slider, almost 90, 86-89, a changeup in the mid-80s.
First pitch to Hernandez. Fastball at 95, missed high and outside, and it's 1-0. Luis got aboard on a throwing error by Sawyer Reeves back in the second inning. 1 ball, no strikes. Brown takes his lead at first. McPherson fires, and it's a strike at the knees. Back-to-back fastballs and a 1-1 count to Hernandez.
Yeah, anytime I see on their scouting report, you have to be on time and ready for mistakes. That tells me you can't beat him unless he makes a mistake. So attack that fastball when it shows up.
The 1-1. Breaking ball outside to the right-handed hitting Hernandez, and it's now 2-1.
And then one more thing on the scouting report, and we just saw it. He has trouble with his off-speed pitches to his glove side. So get up close to that plate and be ready to be on time for this very firm fastball.
2-1 to the plate. Hernandez swings, lifts it foul. 95-mile-an-hour fastball spoiled by Hernandez. That'll even the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And I asked Jamie Tutko, like, what are we looking at with their staff as a whole? And I have the scouting report. He said you're going to see a bunch of big arms. They have some 99s down there. This guy will get to 97.
Brown aboard on a single through the right side. Short lead off of first. McPherson checks the runner. Now from the stretch, the 2-2 to the plate. Hernandez lets it go. A wise decision. It misses outside and will fill the count 3-2.
And let me tell you about this guy in case he comes in. Nate Williams, he's pitched 10 in the third innings. He has 28 strikeouts.
That's getting it done.
There's only 31 outs to be had, and my guy got 28 of them. So there's going to be some stuff coming out of that pen.
3-2, runner in motion. This one skied into the air, shallow right field. Full speed is Stevens. Going back is Hines, and he's able to put his glove up there and make the play for the first out of the inning. Brown luckily quickly back to first base, and Hernandez retired.
Yeah, that had the same hang time as a Ray Guy punt. I mean, that thing was up there for a long time. The right fielder had time to get all the way from right field into the infield dirt before the first baseman just decided to creep back there and barely made that catch.
Reeves got a board on a walk in the second inning. He stands in to bat for his second time tonight with Brown at first base and one away. Fastball strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Brown, good speed over at first base. Takes a 3-step lead off the bag. The 0-1. Down in the dirt, low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, if you're wondering how that other game around the league's going tonight, Florida and Ole Miss and Oxford, it's 3-3 right now. Both teams have 3 runs and 4 hits. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Ole Miss played at 2 in the bottom of the 1st. And Florida answered with 3 in the top of the 3rd.
1 ball, 1 strike to Tanner Reeves. Pitch to the plate. Missed upstairs. 2-1. Tomorrow and Saturday, a little bit of rain in the forecast. Told prior to first pitch tonight. Continuing to monitor the radar and check the forecast. But right now, officially still set for an evening Game 2 start. Here's a ground ball to the third baseman, Reese. Again, Jake Brown off and running, able to get to second. The only play is at first. They'll get Reeves for the second out of the inning on the fielder's choice, and Brown in scoring position. And it'll be up to Chris Stanfield. Chance to add to his RBI total, and more importantly, extend this inning with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Tigers down 3 runs, 5-2.
Yeah, and if Jake Brown could score a run and LSU ends up winning by a run, remember the timing of that steal, because if he hadn't stolen, that would have been a very easy 5-4-3 double play on that particular pitch.
Stanfield got a board on a fielder's choice back in the 2nd inning. First pitch. Pretty nasty spinner in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Now Connor Bench has started to toss again with 2 outs here. It tells us that we probably will see Bench to start it off in the top of the 5th.
McPherson fires, and a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch a little low in the zone. It's 0-2. So after 2 off-speed deliveries and an 0-2 count, we'll see if McPherson tries to speed Stanfield up. The 0-2 pitch. Indeed, he did at 96 miles an hour, but Stanfield files it back, stays alive. It's still 0-2.
96 miles an hour, about neck high, too. That was a heck of a job by Stanfield just to get the barrel on it and stay alive.
Jake Brown singled to start the inning. Now with 2 outs, he's at second base. Stanfield at the plate with an 0-2 count. McPherson looks back to second, looks again, now kicks and fires the 0-2. It's in the dirt, blocked up by Joe Powell, the catcher, and it's 1-2. No surprise, another great crowd on hand here tonight at the box. You wouldn't expect anything different. A, it's an SEC weekend, and B, it's LSU, Mississippi State. A lot of Bulldog fans making the just around 5-hour trip south. Here's the 1-2. Did he go around? They appeal. Jeff Head at first says no. The pitch was low and outside. It's now 2-2 to Stanfield. Mississippi State 5 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. The Tigers 2 runs on 4 hits. Stanfield awaits, and the 2-2. Swing and a miss. McPherson with his first strikeout in relief. And the Tigers come away empty-handed. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left stranded. Top of the 5th, moving along here on this Thursday night. It's a 5-2 Mississippi State lead. Bulldogs have the heart of the order coming up when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you live in Louisiana, you know what the mini plants up and down the river mean for our state's economy. And for over 40 years, Action Industries has been committed to providing quality construction, maintenance, operational, and consulting services through the refinery and petrochemical industries. When it comes to safety and quality, Action Industries beats the industry standard. Call today or visit actionindinc.com. That's actionindinc.com. Hey, Tiger fans, there's nothing quite like game day at the box. To add to the excitement at the ballpark, your defending national champions invite you to enjoy our all-beef 44 Farms Tiger Dogs. The finest dogs in the land because they are made of all-natural Angus beef. To learn more, please visit them at 44steaks.com. That's 44steaks.com. 44 Farms, proud partner of LSU Athletics.
So, what'd you do this weekend?
Well, just took the Tacoma off-road, deep into the woods, got to this hidden campsite only it could reach.
Nice. I hooked up the boat to the Tundra and hit up the lake. Towed it like a pro. Had the whole lake to ourselves.
Hey, wait, did I mention I went rock climbing too? Uh-huh, yeah, thanks to the Tacoma's crawl control.
Well, sounds like we both had fun weekends.
Mine was better.
The Toyota Tundra and Tacoma are built for all the fun. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
This is
Here we go.
Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
5-2 our score. Mississippi State leading LSU. Game 1 tonight. Fans, remember when the Tigers win, you win. Enter promo code LSU50 the day after an LSU baseball victory. You'll receive 50% off your online pizza order at papajohns.com. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's. Ace Reese will lead it off for the Bulldogs, a sophomore out of Canton, Texas. 1 for 2 tonight, had the 2-run homer in the second inning. Get the Bulldogs off and running. First pitch, fouled back, out of play behind us, and it's 0-1.
Yeah, Cade Anderson's still out there. I'm a little surprised, but Ace Reese, a lefty, Sullivan, the 4-0 hitter, righty, and then they go back to Hunter Hines as a lefty. I wonder if they will let him pitch here and go to bench for the righty.
The 0-1 off speed, upstairs, missing 1 ball, 1 strike now to Reese.
Or will they let Anderson try to get Reese and Hines in this inning?
The 1-1. Rocket, but foul down the right field line. And it's 1-2. Anderson looks in. Reese ready, and then the 1-2. Fouled back into the screen. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Top of the 5th inning, 5-2 Mississippi State leading. Reese followed by Sullivan and Hines, as Doug just told you, 3, 4, and 5 in the order. The 1-2 pitch. Popped up behind the plate. Hernandez coming back, but it will catch the overhang out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3, 4, and 5 in the order for Mississippi State so far. 3 for 5 at the plate. Reese 1 for 2. Sullivan 0 for 1. And Hunter Hines 2 for 2, including that solo home run his last at bat. The 1-2 from Anderson. Swing and a miss. Beautiful pitch. Reese chased it as it tailed away from the left-handed hitter. Anderson records the strikeout, his 5th of the night. 1 gone here in the top of the 5th, and Jay Johnson on his way out. And he's made the call to the bullpen. A pitching change powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, fans, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, to keep your home turf in tip-top shape. 5-2 Mississippi State leads. Nobody on for the Bulldogs. 1 out. New pitcher coming in. We'll get you his numbers and get back to it. Sullivan will be at the plate for Mississippi State when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana.
We know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
Do you have both Medicare and Medicaid? With the People's Health Medicare Advantage Plan, you could get up to $280 per month to spend on utilities, healthy groceries, and over-the-counter items. $280 per month. Don't miss out on these extra benefits. Call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract and a contract with the state Medicaid program. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Live
All right, here we go.
LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
5-2 our score. Mississippi State leads LSU. Top half of the 5th inning, 1 away, and after Kate Anderson able to get Reese, the leadoff hitter in this frame, to strike out. Jay Johnson calling upon Connor Binge to take over out of the bullpen. He takes his final warm-up tosses. He'll face Sullivan up next for Mississippi State.
This is the 10th time out for Connor Binge this year. He enters with a 6.30 ERA. He's 0-1 on the year. His 10 innings, 8 hits allowed, 7 runs. They've all been earned. He had 7 walks and 10 strikeouts. In terms of SEC play for Connor Binge, this will be his 3rd time out. And let's just say he's been roughed up a little bit so far in 2 1/3 innings.
Designated hitter Noah Sullivan to the plate, aboard on a walk in the 1st inning, grounded out to Dickinson at second base his last time up in the 3rd inning. So Connor Binge now, baseball in hand, stands up on the rubber, right-handed hurler, a right-handed hitter in Sullivan, and the first pitch to the plate, outside corner called strike with a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 0-1.
Well, I like the start.
The 0-1 pitch to the plate. Another one right there, outside corner. Another fastball, and it's 0-2.
Got a little sizzle on it, huh?
Little extra time. Sullivan now will
I
dig
don't
back
blame
in.
him.
Binge kicks and fires the 0-2. A little soft rolling ground ball. Milam charging in, picks it up, throws to first. The BB to Jones in time for the 2nd out of the inning.
You know, I heard a lot of people say, I don't know if Milam has the arm for the shortstop. He's got range and he's going to field it well, but I don't know if he's going to. I don't know what everybody was talking about or seeing, because I saw him make a play on Tuesday night deep in the hole over there, almost in the outfield, and he threw the guy out by a solid 2. I feel like he just throws it how hard he needs to throw it to get the guy out. Sometimes he'll just toss it over there, but when he needs it, it's in there for sure.
I think what's also impressive is his exchange from glove to throwing hand.
It's quick.
It's almost just one full motion.
It's lightning quick.
Hunter Hines at the plate had the solo home run back in the 3rd, and the first pitch from Binge missing low and inside, and it's 1-0. Had a single back in the 1st, so Hines 2 for 2 as advertised. Again, average a little surprising, knowing what we know. He came in batting .289, but quickly he's up that average to .304 with his 2 for 2 performance thus far. As Binge gets a strike across, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
That was filthy, whatever it was. Let's see here. What does he throw at 88? I guess that was his slot. No, it was his cutter. 86 to 89. That was nasty.
Now again, we got time called, and it looks like a pitch clock issue. Jeff Head pointing to his watch, although I didn't see the home plate umpire indicate any change. Nope, now he does. It's going to be 2-1. We'll give Benj a violation of the pitch clock there. So move the count, 2 balls, 1 strike now to Hunter Hines. 2-1. Skied up into the air. They had the shift on. Milam full sprint, foul territory, third base side, and he overran it. Takes a bounce on the turf. Again, Milam was closer to second base as they moved Tanner Reeves into the shift right side. And I mean, he was full sprint was Milam trying to get to it, and again, just overran it. And we talk about it all the time, Doug, whether you're in the outfield or infield, you got a fly ball like that and you're pumping full speed. Your eyes are bouncing, your head's bouncing. It's hard to really get to that if you can't get to it and settle under it soon enough.
Well, if you're getting there at the same time, it's hard to really tell the folks how far Milam just had to run. I mean, we're talking about shortstop close to the bag, and that ball was almost in the third base dugout. Like, it was pretty impressive he even got to it in time.
2 outs, the 2-2 to Hines off the end of the bat. Little slow rolling foul ball towards the third base dugout. This thing is for sure. Stephen Milam, though, wins the Hancock-Whitney promotion on that particular
100%.
play.
I mean, you could drop a ball off the moon for me, and I don't think I could get there in that amount of time that he just did. That was impressive. In fact, he got there too quick. He ran past it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Hines with 2 outs. Nobody on for the Bulldogs. They lead 5-2. Connor Benj delivers. Outside fastball fills the count 3-2.
The 2-2 pitch, Chris. It's called the make it happen pitch. You got to make something happen right now as the pitcher because nobody wants to be in a 3-2 count.
So Benj set to deliver the payoff pitch. Here it comes. Off the end of the bat, foul. Just staying alive is Hunter Hines. Keeps the count 3-2. Fans, it's a smash hit. Just made platinum status. You can scratch your way to the top. Play Hit $100 from the lottery. Hitting it big with $100 prizes. Must be at least 21 to purchase. Top of the 5th inning. Connor Benj coming in after Anderson recorded the first strikeout on the leadoff hitter Reese. Benj trying to keep it a 3-run Mississippi State lead, 5-2. Payoff delivery, and again, Hines goes after a pitch low and just gets a little piece to stay alive. Again, Milam in that shift just left of second base. Reeves in shallow right field, or I should say right of second base. Dickinson, the second baseman, is 15 feet into shallow right. Jones hugging the line behind the first base bag. 2 outs. Another payoff pitch coming here from Connor Benj. To the plate it comes, and it misses outside, ball 4, and Hines going to reach base for the 3rd time tonight. So with 2 outs, that will get Downs to the plate. Downs 0 for 2 so far tonight. Downs caught looking by Anderson back in the 1st. He lined out to Dickinson at second base in the 3rd inning. Hines, not expected to be a threat to steal, takes a short lead off first, and the first delivery, a slider, swing and a miss. Benj gets ahead 0-1.
Yeah, and by miss you mean like miss by a good 1.5 feet. Wasn't even close to that one.
The 0-1 pitch. This time he stays away from the slider outside and low. It's 1-1.
That was kind of the same pitch, though. I mean, Hernandez caught that in the middle of the left-handed batter's box.
What's the saying? Fool me once?
Yeah, that's what happened just then.
1 ball, 1 strike. Hines again a short lead off first with 2 down. The pitch from Benj, slap, but luckily fouled on the 3rd base line. Rocket shot, but it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Aaron Downs. Binge set to deliver pitch number 16 in his relief outing here in the top of the 5th. The 1-2 to the plate. Fastball low and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. (5-2) Mississippi State leading. Connor Binge trying to keep it right there. The 2-2 to the plate. Hit a mile high, but foul down the left field line. Out of play, keeps the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tigers will have the top of the order due up in the top of the, or rather bottom of the 5th inning. Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson. But first things first, Binge looking for the out pitch. The 2-2 gets away from Hernandez. Pitch was low. Rolls to the backstop, and Hines will advance down to second base.
That's bad timing there.
Also moves the count 3-2 to Downs. So now the Dogs, another runner in scoring position. And a payoff pitch to be delivered by Connor Binge. Two outs, runner at second, and the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. Aaron Downs able to work it full, eventually get the walk. Connor Binge with his second base on balls.
And those walks are becoming a little bit of a trend tonight. That's 4 now for LSU pitching.
You look back to last weekend, Kate Anderson, Zach Cowens combined gave up no walks in that win over Texas. Then over the next 2 games, there were 9 free passes handed out. Binge delivers to Nolan Stevens in a first pitch strike, 0-1. Hunter Hines at second base, Aaron Downs at first. The 0-1 pitch to Stevens, swing and a miss. That one elevated about eye level. Stevens could not stay away, and it's 0-2.
That's that cutter again. If you don't know what a cutter is, Google Mariano Rivera.
2 outs, runners first and second. Connor Binge. The 0-2 pitch, ground ball, it's fair, and it gets by a diving Tanner Reeves into the corner in left. That will score Hines. Going into third will be Downs, and an RBI double off the bat of Stevens. His 4th double of the year, and it's 6-2 as Mississippi State able to strike with 2 outs.
Back-to-back walks with 2 outs. Both of the walks went to 3-2 counts. That was a 1-2, 0-2 pitch?
0-2, double down the line.
0-2.
Cooper Williams back up and tossing now in the LSU bullpen. The left-hander got up momentarily, and once that count went 3-2, he jumped up on the bump, started throwing again. So now runners second and third for the Bulldogs, still 2 outs. And Dylan Cupp, a right-hander at the plate. Cupp tonight 1 for 2 in the first pitch. Missed low with a fastball from Binge, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. Cupp had his single come in the 4th inning. He flied out to Jake Brown in right field in the 2nd. 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for Mississippi State so far. The Tigers 2 runs on 4 hits. Binge, the 1-0 to the plate. High and outside, 2-0.
7, 8, 9 in the Bulldogs lineup so far are 3 for 5 with 2 runs scored.
Two balls, no strikes. Pitch to the right-hander. Right up the middle, gets over the glove of Binge, charging in Dickinson on a short hop near the second base bag. Makes the throw to Jones in time for out number 3. Great job by Dickinson. making the play, but Mississippi State adds another run. They do it on one hit. They leave 2 men on. We go to the bottom of the 5th here in game 1. Mississippi State leading your Tigers 6-2. LSU has Curiel, Jones, and Dickinson due up when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Albertsons is making shopping and saving easier than ever. Check out Albertsons for you on our mobile app or at albertsons.com, where you can shop online and save over $300 weekly with digital coupons. Earn reward points every time you shop in-store or online and redeem your points for free groceries. Download the Albertsons app or go to albertsons.com to start saving. Albertsons, fresh foods, local flavors.
How powerful is Cox Fiber?
Powerful enough to stream all my live sports actually live?
Yep.
Powerful enough to share my screen more smoothly?
You got it.
Powerful enough to keep my games online and my squad on top?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful.
Introducing Cox Fiber, from the company with the fastest download speeds 9 years in a row. It's internet built for tomorrow, today. Cox, always building better. Limited availability in select areas. Speeds vary and are not guaranteed. Cox terms and other restrictions may apply. Analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence in Las Vegas, Omaha, Phoenix. Fixed median download speed Q2 2016 to Q1 2024.
On game day, Tiger fans are hungry for a win. So when LSU hits the field, Manda hits the grill with a legendary flavor that's in a league of its own. Manda's top quality meats and original seasonings are the fielder's choice for game day and every day. So from one legend to another, make sure Manda is on deck to throw a perfect game day party. Manda, the official smoked sausage of LSU Athletics.
This is LSU Fighting Time.
Here we go.
All on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning, LSU looking for an offensive surge. They trail Mississippi State here in game 1 tonight, 6-2. Mississippi State has plated at least 1 run in every frame so far. The Tigers a run in the bottom of the 2nd, a run in the bottom of the 3rd. Plated 2 runs on 4 Bingo Pest Product base hits so far tonight. Fans Bingo Best Products, guaranteed overnight extermination with Bingo. Well, the Tigers start off the top of the order. Derek Curiel had a solo home run back in the 3rd inning, his 3rd homer of the year for the true freshman. The first pitch from Ryan McPherson, the relief pitcher for the Bulldogs, misses high with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Curiel now batting .419. 23 runs batted in on the year. The 1-0. Off speed and a strike on the outer half, and it's 1-1.
Okay, one at a time. Tigers got to start making a move here. Can't believe the Bulldogs have literally scored in every inning.
The 1-1 pitch to Curiel. This is outside. That'll make it 2-1. Curiel, a strikeout victim, tried to bunt with 2 strikes back in the 1st inning. Again, an excellent bunter. As we said on Tuesday night, he's got all the tools, but just couldn't lay it down back in the 1st. Made up with it with the home run. There's a strike to even the count 2-2, and now with the 2nd strike, they will move Ace Reese, the 3rd baseman. He will go set up shop in shallow right field. Fairly extreme shift here against Derek Curiel. And the 2-2 pitch from McPherson. Inside, missing to fill it up, 3-2.
That home run extended Curiel's reach base streak. All 27 games. Also, his hit streak to 7 games now.
Payoff delivery to the plate. Low and inside, ball 4. Curiel will reach base for the 2nd time tonight. Again, the Tigers' great start here in the bottom of the 5th. The leadoff man aboard. We'll see Jared Jones for the 3rd time. Jared looking for his first hit of the evening. A ground out and a fly ball out so far.
It's almost like the flag is saying, look at me, Jared. Just hit one up in the air somewhere in this direction.
Yeah, last time on that fly ball out to right, as you pointed out, went right down the right field line, but the wind not his friend. Now we got time called again, and a pitch clock violation going to go against McPherson.
Sweet.
So that'll move the count 1-0 to Jared Jones. Again, for those of you watching here at the box, you have the clock left of the Tony Sashery sign, but the officials also keep it as well. So that's the one that counts. Pitch low and inside, and that makes it 2-0 to Jared Jones.
Come on, Jonesy. Good count to hit your 10th of the year.
2 balls, no strikes, runner at first, and the pitch. Fastball strike at 95 from McPherson makes it 2-1. Tomorrow night, as we sit here currently, 6:30 first pitch. Game 2 between the Dogs and Tigers. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jones. McPherson from the stretch delivers. Look out inside, brushes Jared back. It's now 3-1. So a hitter's count for the Bear. See how McPherson tries to navigate this.
Come on, just 1 barrel here. Get it to a 2-run game.
3-1 pitch to the plate. Off speed, outside, ball 4. So Jones also receives the base on balls. That'll put runners first and second now with Daniel Dickinson coming to the plate. Daniel 0 for 2.
That was the 4th walk for Mississippi State pitchers as well. Actually, sorry, that was the 3rd walk.
So Curiel at second, Jones now at first, and back-to-back walks, nobody out. Dickinson at the plate. First pitch and a swing and a miss. Tried to hold back, couldn't do so, and it's 0-1. This crowd here at Alex Box Stadium just waiting for something. Get them going. Here's the 0-1. Showing bunt, pulls it back, pitch missed away, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. See if Dickinson again looking to lay down a bunt or swing away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners take their lead. And the pitch from McPherson. High and inside, make it 2-1. Got a right-hander up and throwing again for the Bulldogs down in the left field bullpen. Yeah, they got double barrel action.
Get you some numbers down there.
This will be pitch number 36 for Ryan McPherson, the right-handed reliever. 2-1 the count to Dickinson. And he'll turn and throw to second base.
45, the lefty is Dane Burns. I think I saw 27. Right-handed pitcher, it's Gavin Black.
Nobody out. Runners first and second for the Tigers. Here's the 2-1 to Dickinson. Call it a strike at the letters. Daniel a little surprised, as are several thousand Tiger fans, but it evens the count 2-2.
Sorry, the right-hander is Chase Hungate, a senior.
2-2 pitch to Dickinson. Swung on, sent back foul into the screen. Spoils a 95-mile-an-hour speed ball from McPherson. Fans Dudley DeBosier stands up for the purple and gold. They fight for Tiger fans all across Louisiana. Dudley DeBosier proud to be an official partner of LSU Athletics. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runners first and second. Dickinson awaits, and the breaking ball misses outside. That'll fill the count 3-2. Now we start to hear the crowd swelling here at the box, trying to put the pressure on Ryan McPherson.
Come on, ball 4.
McPherson, the 3-2. Nope, he's going to turn and throw again to second base. Curiel at second, Jones at first. Dickinson at the plate. Here's a payoff pitch. Fouled. Left side out of play. Still 3-2. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball.
We're coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to you.
6-2, Mississippi State leads. LSU threatening here in the bottom of the fifth. The 3-2 pitch to Dickinson. High and deep to left field. To the track, to the wall. This baby is out of here. 3-run bomb for Daniel Dickinson. Dickinson, the Tigers' second baseman, his 7th home run of the season, a 3-run variety, and we got a 1-run ball game here at the box.
Coach, we hadn't seen the box rocking like this for a while now. I mean, this place is electric after that home run off the bat of Dickinson. 370 feet out to the Bartlett Group left field landing. Never a question about that one.
Still nobody out. The 3-run homer makes it a 1-run game. And Josh Pearson now to the plate.
Let's go. How about Skip Bertman still in the house sitting down behind home plate?
Now we've got a visit coming to the mound here. Justin Parker.
No, they're going to go to the pen.
They're going to make a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine. If you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, to keep your home turf in tip-top shape. The Tigers trying to climb back in this one. They make it a 1-run game on a Daniel Dickinson 3-run blast to the left field landing. New pitcher coming in for Mississippi State. We'll give you the name, we'll give you the numbers, and we'll get back to action. 6-5 Mississippi State leads here in Game 1 on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Winning isn't everything. Wait, excuse me, read that wrong. Winning is everything. Hancock Whitney Bank is supporting today's action because we love to see people win. And we're supporting you with knowledge and support because we want to see you win too. Your business, your goals, your hopes, and your dreams. The right bank makes all the difference. How can we help you win? Visit HancockWhitney.com to find out. Hancock Whitney Bank, member FDIC.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
All right, coming back here
is LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tigers came into the bottom of the fifth inning, trailing 6-2 to Mississippi State. A couple of costly walks to start the inning to Curiel and Jones would get Dickinson to the plate, and Daniel drives one deep to the left field landing, makes it a 1-run game. And quickly McPherson yanked from the game. New pitcher on the mound, a left-hander for Mississippi State.
Yeah, they're going to go with Dane Burns, 4.70 ERA coming into the game. He's 1-0. This is his 9th time out this season. He's worked 7 2/3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 4 earned runs. He has 6 walks and 13 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 185 off the tall left-hander. He's 6'5", 220 pounds. True freshman here, Chris.
He'll face Josh Pearson. Lefty on lefty here as Pearson stands in the first pitch. Oh, Pearson couldn't quite hold back. Fastball in on the hands, a called strike, and it's 0-1. Pearson tonight caught looking in the second, had a single left stranded in the third inning. Here's the 0-1. And the slider will appeal down to third. Pearson this time able to hold back, and that'll even the count 1-1.
Fastball will be 89 to 91. He goes fastball, slider. Slider's in the low 80s.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside and high as Pearson ducks out of the way, and it's 2-1.
Chris, he'll throw mostly fastballs to right-handers. About 70% of the times to lefties, he'll split up the fastball and slider about 50-50.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball. Sneaks through into right field. Pearson with the base hit. Still nobody out. The Tigers adding another Bingo Pest Product base hit. After a slow start offensively, things really picking up for LSU here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Yeah, and it's funny in these big series, these blue blood, rivalries like this one here. It's funny how guys like Josh Pearson, who've been wearing that uniform now for 3 or 4 years, it's funny how they always have something to do with the outcome of weekends like this. That's 2 hits for him tonight.
That'll get Stephen Milam to the plate. First time tonight batting from the right side. And the pitch hit high and deep. This baby is out of here. Milam puts the Tigers on top with a 2-run blast on the first pitch he sees from Dane Burns. LSU now leads 7-6. Hey now.
They're taking advantage of the jet stream, Chris. Check out the flags out there. Milam, I'm not so sure that wasn't just a routine fly ball on a normal day, but none of that matters. Tigers lead it now by a run, 7-6. And the monster, once again, Chris, comes up clutch.
Stephen Milam, 6th home run of the year. The Tigers now have matched the Bulldogs with 7 hits tonight. They lead 7-6. 5 runs in here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and if you're keeping score at home, there are still no outs.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's not the best part.
Jake Brown will come to the plate. He's 2 for 2. Squared to bunt. The pitch was outside and low for ball 1.
Yeah, when they call Baton Rouge here, those pitching changes usually means trouble for the opponent.
Dane Burns hand-delivered a fresh baseball from Brandon Bennett, our home plate umpire, and he takes the slow walk back to the mound here. A 1-0 count to Jake Brown. The pitch, look out. Jake sliding and spinning out of the way. Is that one coming for him? It's now 2-0.
Yep, I was told if it's close and it's late and we need a guy, it's going to be Zach Cowan first, and lo and behold, Cowan started to toss down in the bullpen.
2 balls, no strikes to Brown, and the pitch outside gets away from the catcher Joe Powell, runs up the first base line. It's now 3-0. Brown, the freshman left-hander. Big spot here on the road at the box, rivalry game. Time called. Powell going to call for time and make a slow walk out to the mound.
You think this crowd's not locked into this game right now? Hanging on every pitch.
Powell and Burns continue to talk. Now Brandon Bennett out to end that conversation. And the Tigers coming alive offensively. Got down 2-0 after an inning. Down 3-0 after an inning and a half. They got on the board in the bottom of the 2nd. Mississippi State would add another top of the 3rd. LSU would answer with a run. But a 5-run bottom of the 5th, and there's ball 4. Still nobody out, and Jake Brown will head down to first base. Jake now arriving safely, 3 for 3 tonight. And here's Hernandez. Got a board on an error back in the 2nd, popped out to the first baseman Hunter Hines last time. Now again, slow walk out of the dugout. And they'll make another pitching change. Coach Parker, the pitching coach, calling for Hungate to come out of the bullpen. Pitching change is always powered by Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. It's a 7-6 LSU lead. Couple of long balls off the bat of the Tigers change the complexion of this game. Still nobody out. Runner at first. We'll continue after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana, we know that every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
In a region famous for its cuisine, Blue Plate Mayo has been a staple since 1927. From New Orleans to Lafayette, Houma to Baton Rouge, it's the mayo Louisiana reaches for when it's time to make something delicious. Whether it's dressing a po' boy or making that perfect dipping sauce for crawfish, it has to be Blue Plate. Blue Plate Mayo, the official mayo of LSU Athletics. That's the good stuff.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578.
All right, coming back here.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Fans, find out how you can build a better workday every day with Cintas. Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday. It's a 7-6 LSU lead. They trailed 6-2 coming into the bottom of the fifth inning. All they've done so far is played 5 runs on 3 hits. Mississippi State yet to record an out against the Tigers. Brown just walked moments ago. He's down at first base. LSU will have Hernandez coming to the plate, but he will face a new pitcher in Hungate for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Chase Hungate, he's got a 3.09 ERA coming in. He is 1-1 on the year. This will be his 11th appearance. That actually leads this Bulldog pitching staff. He has 2 saves on the year. In 11 2/3, he's allowed 12 hits, 4 earned runs. He has 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Opponents, though, hitting almost 300, 293 so far in the season off of Hungate. Also had some trouble in SEC play so far.
Hernandez stands in the first pitch. Sidearm action.
Sidewinder.
Misses outside, 1-0. Hernandez batting .258 to get aboard on an error, a throwing error. And Sawyer Reeves, who started the game at second base, has been since replaced by Sanders, who now handles second base for the Dogs. Here's the 1-0. Upstairs and outside, now 2-0. Hernandez popped out to Hunter Hines at first base last time in the 4th inning. Brown at first. Nobody out. Chase Hungate from the stretch to the plate. Hernandez squared to bunt, pulls it back, pitches inside, and it's now 3-0.
A little bit of unraveling here happening for the Bulldogs. They just can't find that first out.
Squaring to bunt, the pitch outside, ball 4. So another free pass puts Hernandez aboard. Back-to-back walks, runners first and second, still nobody out. And we'll see Tanner Reeves going to stop off the on-deck circle, have a quick strategy session with head coach Jay Johnson here. Again, you get the sense, having plated 5 runs already, still nobody out, Jay Johnson's like, let's keep our foot on the gas.
Oh, man, let's try to score 20 runs this inning if we can. They definitely, we talked about it at the break, no run lead is ever safe in this league. I know you're the same as me. I never feel comfortable with any type of lead in this league.
Hungate checks the runner. Now he'll turn and throw.
That's just a waste of time. I mean, it's a waste of time.
Again, with the pitch clock rules, you'll see when they make that turn, they're going to throw. In fact, last year it seemed there were a lot of pitchers who would turn and look, and then at the last minute realize, oop, I better make a throw. Pitch to the plate, and it misses outside. 1-0 to Tanner Reeves.
I really like this matchup for LSU, Chris. Tanner Reeves, a lefty. Those lefties see the side armor from the right side very well.
Runners first and second, nobody out. Here's the 1-0. That one will catch the inside corner to the left-handed hitter, and it's 1-1. Again, a method to the madness. I know it was frustrating for Tiger fans through those first 4 innings, but they've now been starting to go through a chain of relievers as, again, Hungate will step off, throw to second to keep an eye on Brown, who had a very short lead.
One thing you can be assured of is LSU offensively always has a plan. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but there's a plan in place.
1 ball, 1 strike to Tanner Reeves. The pitch inside, scoots him off the plate. Now 3-1. If you're Coach Lemonis, you're down there going, I got to find somebody who can find the strike zone.
He's saying something like that.
I'm paraphrasing,
Maybe
of course.
A couple other words mixed in there at this point.
2 balls, 1 strike to Reeves. Here's the pitch. And a high
Tough
chop
play
towards second place. Got to wait on it. Now the option pitch. And gets the runner Hernandez out at second for the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That'll leave runners on the corners here on the fielder's choice. Getting the chop off the bat of Reeves. Kind of handcuffed Sanders, who couldn't decide if he wanted to charge it, and then decided, well, I better wait on it. My only play is going to be to second base.
Yeah, there's really a couple reasons. That was a high chop. He had to be patient for it to come down. But the base runner, Hernandez, was kind of getting to the same spot the ball was coming down at the same time. It was really a nice play out there by Reeves.
Stanfield looking to bunt, bunts through it. Couldn't make contact, had to go down low to try to reach it, and it's 0-1. Stanley tonight 0 for 2, aboard on a fielder's choice. Was a strikeout victim in the 4th inning. In Brown at third. Reeves at first base, just 1 out, and a 7-6 LSU lead. Again, Stanfield bunts it right in front of the plate. Picked up with a bare hand.
Wow, nice play
by Hungate, and he will toss it to Powell, who applies the tag on Brown for the 2nd out of the inning.
Yeah, they went back-to-back safety squeezes there, so Brown wasn't off with the pitch, and the worst place to bunt it on the safety squeeze is right back to the pitcher. Nice play all the way around there by Mississippi State to get the 2 outs.
So now Jay Johnson out of the dugout here, wanting to call a timeout. Now he's going to talk with our home plate umpire, Brandon Bennett. And it looks like we're going to bring the umpires in and get a review.
LSU is challenging the play at the plate. The previous play is under review.
Interesting. I didn't think it was even close. Did you?
No, not in real time. Again,
I thought he was out by a...
Again, LSU challenged earlier on a play at the plate. Went their way. They were able to get the call overturned to get the first run of the game. So we'll wait and see our first replay here in the booth.
If they show it to us.
So again, under official review on the challenge by LSU.
Here we go. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah, this time it looks like he got him right on the chest before the right hand can touch home plate. So it looks like Brandon Bennett got the call right.
After review, the runner at home plate is out. LSU has 1 challenge remaining for the game.
Was that Jake last time, too, on the challenge at home? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah. Went LSU's way. It was ruled out. They went to a challenge in the first run of the game. Eventually, after they overturned it. Not the case in this one, for good reason. There is 2 outs now. LSU will have runners first and second For the top of the order, Derek Curiel. Curiel tonight 1 for 2, a strikeout victim in the first, a solo home run in the third, and a board on a walk, and scored earlier here in the 5th inning. The Tigers batting around. They now lead 7-6 after plating 5 runs so far. Still looking for more. Curiel will try to deliver the first pitch short of the plate, and it's 1-0.
There's the rally train.
9:24 special rolling by. 1 ball, no strikes to Curiel. The pitch. Strike on the inside corner at the knees. Evens it up 1-1. Runners take their lead, first and second. The 1-1 pitch to Curiel. Ground ball up the middle, gets by the mound. Going to be picked up by Cup, the shortstop, right of second base. And he will throw to first in time. But the Tigers take the lead. 5 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2 men on. It's a 7-6 LSU lead as we head to the top of the 6th here at the box. Mississippi State coming to the plate, playing from behind for the first time tonight when we continue on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
It's 4 in the morning when the roaches are on. You need the Bingo Roach Spray.
Get ready for a bug-free Louisiana summer with Bingo Pest Control products. Our best-in-class indoor and outdoor solutions are powerful enough to eliminate those never-ending bugs, guaranteed. Visit bingo.com or call 833-GO-BINGO. Bingo keeps pests gone.
If you're tired of trying, you should be buying the famous Bingo Roach Spray.
Join the school with the winning track record in education. With LSU Online and Continuing Education, choose from over 150 degrees, certificates, and courses designed to match your specific goals. Earn the same on-campus degree from anywhere, with flexible learning options tailored to your needs. You'll call the plays. Start your journey to success today at online.lsu.edu.
Hey Tiger fans, no game day is complete without Noel Spirits from Noel Family Distillery. Founded by a father-daughter duo, Noel Family Distillery is the only Louisiana distillery offering authentic tequila. Their additive-free tequila captures the spirit of Louisiana, creating a spirits experience worthy of the Tigers and their loyal fans across the country. Noel Tequila is proud to be the official tequila of LSU Athletics. Enjoy Noel Tequila at the box or grab a bottle of your own at many fine retailers. Learn the unique Noel Distillery story at noeldistillery.com.
Coming back.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU's offense comes to life in the bottom of the 5th inning, plating 5 runs on 3 hits. They now lead 7-6 over Mississippi State. Bulldogs coming to the plate for what seems like a very long time. LSU, they're in the bottom of the 5th inning. They'll have Powell at the bottom of the order, followed by Sanders and Chance due up. And as Doug predicted, Tigers take the lead 7-6. Zach Cowan was up and throwing, and Zach Cowan now takes over on the mound with a pitching change powered by Sunshine.
Yeah, for Zach Cowan, this is his 10th outing of the year. Comes in with a 1.27 ERA. He's 2-0 with 2 saves. In 21 1/3 innings pitched, he's allowed 12 hits, 5 runs, only 3 earned. He has 3 walks and 29 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 158. He's been really good in the SEC, too. 4 appearances now for him, which ties him with Primo in SEC appearances. He's got a 1.35 ERA in conference play. In 6 2/3, he's only allowed 3 hits and a run. He has a walk and 10 strikeouts in SEC play.
Joe Powell, the catcher, will lead it off. He's 1 for 1. He had the solo home run in the 2nd inning. Just his 2nd home run of the season. Had a sac fly RBI back in the 4th. Righty on righty matchup. Cowan, the Wofford transfer, delivers the first pitch. Missed inside. 1 ball, no strikes. LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, the Louisiana Lottery. The Louisiana Lottery, giving you a reason to smile. 1-0 the count to the catcher, Joe Powell for Mississippi State. Mason, Ohio native awaits and way out in front, swings and misses. And it's 1-1.
That was filthy. Talking to Tutko or Jamie before the game, he talking about Cowan, what makes him different was the question, and he said, not even close. His changeup's one of the best in the league.
The 1-1.
There it is again.
Got him to swing and miss. Gets ahead, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
He also said that if LSU had run up against Wofford with Cowan on the mound last year, that matchup would have not suited the Tigers very well.
The 1-2. Just missed the outside corner with a fastball. Very close. It evens the count now to Powell, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Cowan ready to work, and the wind and delivery. 2-2, down the middle, fastball called strike 3. Powell down on strikes, and Cowan fans the first batter he faces, 1 gone here in the top of the 6th inning. Fans, things are heating up as we get closer to summer, but whenever you're ready to cool it down, you can always count on Slow Melt Ice since 1997. For more info, check them out at slowmeltice.com. That's SLOMELTICE.com. Top of the order, Gatlin Sanders, who entered the game after the starting second baseman, Sawyer Reeves, checked out. First pitch outside, missing, ball 1. Tanner Reeves playing just off the infield grass at third base. Sanders readies the bat, and the pitch, a strike, 1-1.
They liken Cowan's demeanor to Holman from last year. Remember, not a whole lot of emotion out of Holman. There's a swing and a miss, fastball right by him. In fact, Jamie added he might actually even be more docile than Holman. You just can't get this guy, the heart rate up too much.
I was going to say, he's got a steady heartbeat out there.
That's how he is as a person, too, walking around the clubhouse.
1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. The pitch to Sanders. Swing and a miss. Fastball a little out on the plate. Sanders down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Cowan. And quickly 2 gone here in the top of the 6th inning. Bryce Chance will hit for a 4th time tonight. He's 1 for 3, a single back in the first, scored one of the 2 runs for Mississippi State in that frame. Popped out to Dickinson at second in the second. It was a strikeout victim last time in the 4th. Off speed but missed high from Cowan, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 delivery to the plate. Hit foul, right side, out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Invite you out this coming Monday night, 6 o'clock, for the Jay Johnson Show. Each week we're talking Fighting Tiger baseball. Live from TJ Ribs, the Jay Johnson Show, presented by Our Lady of the Lake, championship health partner of LSU Athletics. 1 ball, 1 strike to Bryce Chance. 2 gone, nobody on for Mississippi State. They trail LSU 7-6. The 1-1. That's a strike. Outer half with a fastball. Gets Cowan ahead, 1-2.
Cowan's fallen behind to each one of these hitters 0-1, but each count has somehow worked its way to 1-2.
2 outs, the 1-2 pitch. Ground ball foul, third base side. Keeps the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans, don't let AC or heater outages keep you on the bench this year. Text the words home run to 31996. Get your $59 AC system check. AccuTemp Services, proud partner of LSU Athletics. 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Bryce Chance. Cowan fires. Another ground ball foul, third base side of the field. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count remains.
I think I said 0-1. I meant 1-0. He fell behind each hitter, but man, he is really good at getting back to even and ahead.
Chance awaits. Cowan, the 1-2. Upstairs missing, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2 now the count to the Bulldogs center fielder. With nobody on and 2 outs, the 2-2. Hit back foul, another fastball offered up by Cowan. A little extra time for Chance here. Looks back into the dugout for the Bulldogs. Now digs back in. Cowan fires the 2-2. Off speed, ground ball right to Milam. Didn't have to move. Scoops it up, throws to first. And that'll do it for the Bulldogs. They go in order, 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 6th inning. Tigers keep the momentum on their side. They lead 7-6. LSU will have Jones, Dickinson, and Pearson meet of the order. Presented by 44 Farms when we continue here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
Half of the world's population depends on rice for 80% of their daily food needs. By 2050, population growth could increase rice demand by 30%. But as climate changes, rice output is decreasing. At LSU, we're using genetics, genomics, and AI to create new rice that yields more with less resources. We're not just feeding the hungry, we're growing a better future.
All right, coming back in.
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
The Tigers of LSU trailed 6-2 going into the bottom of the 5th inning, but they explode for 5 runs, take the lead 7-6. Zach Cowan handed the baseball in the top of the 6th inning, just about flawless. 3 up, 3 down for the Bulldogs. Gets the Tigers back to the plate, and Jared Jones to lead it off. Jones tonight 0 for 2, aboard on a walk, came in to score. Back in that 5th inning. First pitch inside from Chase Hungate, and it's 1-0.
Give you some final lines for Cade Anderson. He worked 4 1/3, allowed 6 hits, 5 earned runs. He had 2 walks and 5 strikeouts.
Hungate's 1-0 pitch. Again, missed inside. Off speed, 2-0.
Connor Binge worked 2/3 of an inning to finish out the 5th, allowed a hit and a run. He had 2 walks and no strikeouts. And as Chris said, last inning, Zach Cowan was almost perfect with 2 strikeouts.
2-0 delivery to Jones. Swing and a foul as it bounces behind the plate, rolls to the backstop, move the count, 2 balls. 1 strike. Serving the world's best baby back ribs, fresh seafood, Cajun-inspired comfort food. That's TJ Ribs, where baseball fans go to celebrate. As we mentioned, join us all season long, Monday night, 6 o'clock for the Jay Johnson Show, located at 2324 South Acadian Thruway here in Baton Rouge. 2-1 the count to Jared Jones. Here's the pitch. At the knees, a strike with a fastball, and it's 2-2. Bulldogs using 4 pitchers so far in tonight's game. Hungate the last, as Jones rips into this one. High and deep right field, twisting and turning and on the track. Making the play is Nolan Stevens. Almost got twisted up chasing that one, but able to get under control and record the first out of the inning on another very loud fly ball out for Jared Jones.
Yeah, that kind of gave me flashbacks to that play last year at UNC with Jake Brown out in right field. It was really tough. He was spinning around, but that ball came off the bat at 104 miles an hour. That was an excellent play out there by Stevens.
So with Jones retired, that brings Dickinson to the plate. Daniel had the 3-run homer in the 5th inning to make it a 1-run, 6-5 Mississippi State lead. It would be Stephen Milam who eventually took one out to give the Tigers a 7-6 lead. First pitch is strike to Dickinson. Hungate's 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Dialed it back at 79, and Daniel out in front. It's 0-2. Dickinson again, 1 for 3. 7 home runs now on the year. The junior transfer out of Richland, Washington. Time called, I believe, by Joe Powell, the catcher for Mississippi State. Looking into the dugout for the Bulldogs here. I think making sure the communication all was clear. Dickinson gets a little extra time to get prepared here, facing an upcoming 0-2 pitch. Setting up outside is Powell to the right-handed hitter. Here's the 0-2. It's a ground ball. Backpedaling is Reese. He will glove it and throw to first for the second out of the inning. Dickinson retired 5-3. And that will get Josh Pearson to the plate. Josh 2 for 3 tonight as the Tigers' designated hitter.
Looking for 3 knocks tonight.
Mississippi State will immediately shift to the right of the infield. Move Dylan Cupp, the shortstop, just left of second base. Sanders now a couple of steps on the right center field grass. Pearson, the left-hander, awaits. Hungate winds, and the first pitch down the middle for a strike. Fastball makes it 0-1. Two outs, nobody on. The 0-1 to Josh. Backs him off the plate inside. It's 1-1. With 2 down, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a foul bouncer first base side. Josh falls behind, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Quick update on the SEC scoreboard presented by Republic Finance. Ole Miss now pulling ahead. As Doug told you earlier, they were knotted up early at 3 runs apiece, the Gators of Florida and the Rebels of Ole Miss. But Ole Miss now leading 7-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning in Oxford. Again, 2 outs and a 1-2 count to Josh Pearson. The pitch in the air to left field. On the run is Downs near the line in fair territory. He'll have it for the 3rd out of the inning. So the Tigers go quietly here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We head to the 7th. It's a 7-6 LSU lead over Mississippi State. Bulldogs have 3, 4, and 5 in their order due up. Reese, Sullivan, and Hines when we continue right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans. Need funds to help with your financial situation? Republic Finance is a proud partner of LSU Athletics and has served the SEC area since 1952. Check out our loan options to see how we may help you. Visit a local branch or get pre-qualified online at republicfinance.com/tigers.
Not all consumers are eligible to apply online. Secured loans are available exclusively in branch and have collateral and insurance requirements. Standard loan terms, rates, and fees apply based on your state. All loans are subject to approval pursuant to standard underwriting criteria. Not all consumers will qualify. For more information, call 833-907-1737.
NIL is dominating the college sports scene, and LSU has positioned itself at the front of the pack. But to remain competitive and stay ahead of the rest, we need your support. Bayou Traditions is the official NIL collective of LSU Athletics. Join the tradition and become a member by signing up online at BayouTraditionsCollective.com. Members receive exclusive access to LSU student athletes that you can't get anywhere else. Help ensure LSU remains a leader in the NIL arena. Sign up today at BayouTraditionsCollective.com.
Today, we are shaping tomorrow.
We are researching how extreme stress impacts the immune system, from trauma victims to athletes and even astronauts.
Our work is leading the way in sepsis treatment, saving countless lives.
We're unlocking the mind with music
in exciting new ways.
Our Lady of the Lake Health and LSU are improving the health of our state and beyond.
That's the impact of champions.
Imagine the impact we'll have on the future. Together, we roar.
All right, coming back.
Of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, the Louisiana Lottery. The Louisiana Lottery giving you a reason to smile. Star-studded event here at the Box, Mississippi State and LSU. We've got the legends for both programs here in attendance. As we told you, Skip Bertman, Ron Polk, two of the best to ever coach college baseball, bar none. A lot of former LSU players, some Bulldog former players here in attendance. So far, seeing a pretty good affair. First pitch offered up. Reese going to drive it to right field. Mississippi State with their 8th hit of the night. The leadoff man aboard quickly for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I was just thinking, not only are Todd Walker and Will Clark here, but when you say those two names, I mean, that's two literally the best left-handed hitters in the history of this league. I mean, you know? Yeah, it's pretty exciting. We were talking about between breaks, like we played Missouri, we played Texas, but this kind of feels like the real opening of SEC play this weekend, of course, because of this great rivalry.
Noah Sullivan now stands in. Sullivan 0 for 2 in the cleanup spot. Cowan's pitch high and outside. Ball 1-0. Lest I forget the great Dave Neal here on the call for television tonight. When I think SEC anything, I think Dave Neal. The 1-0 down the middle. Cowan fires the strike off speed, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, like I met Dave Neal. I mean, I think he was like 22 or 20 maybe. I mean, he was like my first World Series, I think, was like his first summer ever doing college baseball. Like you said, he's become almost iconic when you think about college baseball at this point.
The 1-1 from Cowan. Ooh, just missed the inside corner with a fastball there. Makes the count 2-1 to Noah Sullivan. In fact, came upstairs here prior to the game. I looked over, Dave sitting there doing his notes. I walk over and I said, well, they told me this was a big series, but now I know it's for sure. Dave Neal in the house.
I said something similar.
Here's the 2-1. Fouled back into the screen. Evens the count now to Sullivan, 2-2. Sullivan aboard on a walk in the first. A couple of ground outs since. One in the third to second base and one to Milam at short in the fifth.
I mean, Dave actually has a son that's in his freshman year. I think he's in college. Actually a pitcher.
Runner at first, nobody out. A 2-2 count to Sullivan. Cowan fires. Whoa. This one roped but foul down the left field line. Out of play. Still 2-2. Yeah, Dave started very young. Been doing it a long time. One of the best in the business. And on top of that,
he was griping a little bit of having to work with Walker over there.
On top of being one of the best in the business, he's one of the best all-around guys you'll ever hang out with.
Great dude.
Here's the 2-2 from Cowan.
Hee-haw.
Ooh, missed below the knees as Sullivan. Happy to work that count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, nobody out here. Top of the 7th, a 7-6 LSU lead. Mississippi State led early by as many as a 6-2 advantage before the Tigers played at 5 in the 5th. High chop towards third. Handled by Reeves. Delivers to Dickinson, but again had to wait on that chop. No chance to turn 2, and a wise play by Dickinson to just pocket that baseball. Get the first out of the inning. The lead runner in Reese is retired.
Yeah, nothing Reeves could have done. Got rid of it as quick as he could. Just had to wait for that thing to come down. We've seen a couple high choppers over the last couple games here at the Box. Might be packing it down a little bit too tight in front of home plate.
Now that'll bring Hunter Hines, the slugger, to the plate. 2 for 2. He's reached base all 3 times. Last time a walk came around to score. Had the solo home run in the 3rd and a single his first time in the 1st and left stranded. Cowan delivers a pitch low for ball 1. Again, like all 3 previous at-bats, the Tigers institute the defensive shift to the right side of the infield. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch, fastball, strike on the inside corner from Cowan to make it 1-1. The wind still brisk here at the box, blowing right to left as it has since the very start of tonight's game. Now a throw over to keep an eye on Sullivan. Steps back on the bag safely. Currently 68 degrees here. One ball, one strike to Hines. Cowan fires, and a swing and a foul into the screen behind home plate. Gets Zach Cowan ahead, 1-2. Tigers 7 runs, 7 Bingo Pest Product base hits. Mississippi State 6 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. Cowan's 1-2 pitch. Way too high and misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here comes the cambio.
Sullivan takes his lead off first. Cowan peeks over. Now comes set. And the 2-2 to the plate.
Nope.
Missed outside. Fastball at 91 will fill the count now to Hines.
I really thought we'd see the changeup there after the 1-2 pitch was a fastball upstairs. See if they trusted enough to go with it here.
Payoff delivery. Hines at the plate. Cowan kicks and fires. Slap but foul down the right field line. One got out of here in a hurry, out of play, still 3-2.
Yeah, that was the changeup, but that is not the place you want to throw it. It was up belt high. Thank goodness it was in on the hand, so he really couldn't do anything but pull it. The easiest pitch for a hitter to hit is that changeup left up in the strike zone.
Another payoff delivery, and that time pulled the string way out in front was Hines. And Cowan with a masterful strikeout, his third of the night, and there's 2 gone here in the top of the 7th inning.
That was a beaut. Left it on the inside part of the plate. Same exact pitch, except for that one fell down to the knees, and you can see the difference.
Brings Aaron Downs to the plate, batting in the 6th spot. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Caught looking in the first by Anderson, lined out to Dickinson at second in the 3rd, and aboard on a walk last time in the 5th. Breaking ball missed away, and it's 1-0. And the Bulldogs jumped out to an early lead. LSU 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th, eventually getting their first lead of the night. That's where we are, 7-6. The 1-0 at the knees with a fastball. Evens it up 1-1. And there you go again. Yeah. Cowan falling behind on the first offering and then quickly evening it up. Let's see if he stays true to form tonight. Able to get ahead here. 2 outs, runner at first. Cowan's pitch. Outside, snap throw to first, and sliding back safely is Sullivan.
I think I'd go this far. In terms of like the guys that have impressed me 1 through 3, like the guys in my opinion that have pitched the best, or that maybe I wasn't expecting to be so good, it would go Cowan, Evans, Anderson. That's how good I think this guy has pitched so far this year.
2-1 pitch. Jammed him. Will pop up to Milam. Couple of feet back into left field. He will glove it for out number 3. No runs, 1 hit. That one man left stranded. Time to stretch it out at the box. Bottom of the 7th coming up. LSU leading 7-6 over Mississippi State. Tigers will have Milam, Brown, and Hernandez when we come back on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
He's going to the track, the wall. See ya. Tiger fans, have you ever wanted to watch LSU baseball on TV but hear the action from the LSU Sports Radio Network? Just sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app. It's easy to do.
Just pause the TV. Use the LSU Sports mobile app to stream the audio on your smartphone or tablet. Connect to a smart speaker, then wait for the audio to catch up to the point your TV is paused. Push play, and you are all set.
Sync the game with the LSU Sports mobile app for iOS and Google devices. Download it today.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark, and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The 7th inning stretch, presented by Cushata Casino Resort, Louisiana's best bet.
All right, we're back.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Once again, fans, LSU Athletics would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, the Louisiana Lottery. The Louisiana Lottery, giving you a reason to smile, or lots of Tiger fans with a smile on their face at the moment. LSU leading 7-6 over Mississippi State after falling down early. Eventually, Bulldogs led 6-2 going into that bottom half of the 5th inning. Stephen Milam going to lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th, and he was part of that 5-run 5th inning. 2-run jack to left field. First pitch to Milam. Off speed, swing and a miss. He's out in front, and it's 0-1.
I just hope he sticks with that walk-up song. It's my favorite one.
Once again, against the right-hander, batting from the left side. Milam swings and sends one foul towards the railing of the LSU dugout. Luckily, never got but a couple inches off the ground, and it's 0-2.
Dude, do you realize when I played in the SEC, maybe 3 or 4 dugouts had the whole railing and the protective thing, but the rest of them were just, you better be heads up in that thing. They were all made of concrete, like those baseballs were like pinballs in there.
Hungate misses low and outside. That'll move the count 1-2 now to Milam. Milam, one of 2 Tiger home runs tonight. LSU online home runs. Knock it out of the park with LSU Online and continuing education. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Milam, leading off the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch upstairs, inside. Evens the count even, 2-2.
But it's one of those weird things about baseball players. I can remember trying to fight back giggling every time it would hit somebody in the dugout. Like you just never really feel bad for your teammate. It's more funny at the time, but not for the guy getting hit.
2-2, launched in the air to center field, backpedaling a few steps. Bryce Chance, it comes right to him, and he fields it for out number 1. Milam retired on the fly ball out to center. And 1 gone here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We'll see Jake Brown. Jake tonight 2 for 2. A single and scored in the 2nd, a single left stranded in the 4th, and a board on a walk last time in the 5th inning.
I mean, it's almost hard to believe these nets above the dugout are relatively new.
Not to mention the ones down the
line,
lines
right?
are within the last 10 years, and they extended it this year with the new low seating.
I mean, nowadays, you think back to the 90s, that was dangerous to come to an LSU game. 110 off the bat was nothing back in those drop 5 days.
Head on a swivel.
You better be.
First pitch to Brown inside, called strike, and it's 0-1. Here's a swing and a miss.
That was a good pitch.
Nice off-speed pitch. Brown way out in front, and it's 0-2.
Sidearmer's got it dialed in out there. Not a whole lot of velo, but he's got some nasty movement from that arm slot.
1 out, nobody on. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Chase Hungate with his first strikeout in relief. Brown retired. 2 gone. Now Luis Hernandez.
Nate Williams.
You can help shape the future of medicine with Velocity Clinical Research. Participants can receive compensation, access new potential medicines, get free study-related exams. You can find a study near you at velocitytrials.com.
Nate Williams down in the bullpen for the Bulldogs, 6'3", 230-pound right-hander.
First pitch to Hernandez. Swings high in the air to right field, but it hangs up. Stevens coming in a few steps. He'll have it on the run for out number 3. So the Tigers go quietly here in the bottom of the 7th. We played 7 complete. 7-6. LSU by a run over Mississippi State. Bulldogs have 7, 8, and 9. Stevens, Cup, and Powell due up when we continue right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
Looking to make your next corporate event, church festival, or school field day the best one yet? Well, look no further than Grayson's Events and Entertainment. They have it all, from carnival rides to mechanical bulls, inflatables, and much more. They truly are your one-stop shop for all your party and event rental needs. Give them a call at 225-436-6520 and use promo code RADIO25 on your next order at Grayson'sEventsEntertainment.com. Louisiana's best event specialist. You won't be disappointed.
Hey Tiger fans, are you ready to roar? Oxbow Rum Distillery is the official rum for LSU Athletics. Our cane to glass rum is made just 2 miles north of Tiger Stadium. We handcraft every drop from our own Louisiana sugarcane, all grown right across the river. So whether you're tailgating at the stadium or dropping by our tasting room for a tour and cocktail, you'll be keeping it local. Visit Oxbow Rum Distillery, open Thursday to Sunday, noon to 6. Go Tigers!
All right, coming back here.
Go in the booth with LSU Radio on Facebook Live and YouTube. LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
1-run ball game here. Top of the 8th inning. Latter innings on a Thursday night. Game 1 of this 3-game set in Baton Rouge. LSU ranked number 8. Mississippi State unranked 1 and 5 to start SEC play. But I think we've seen enough here in Game 1, Doug, to say, yep, I think Jay was right and everybody else. Don't take the record seriously. No, it's going to be a battle, and it has been here in Game 1.
I'm telling you, when these two schools get on the field, it's been a 40-year thing now. It's proven over time. It's always going to be wow.
Stevens to lead it off. The Bulldog right fielder takes the first pitch from Zach Cowan, who has been spectacular thus far in relief, and it's 0-1.
Let me tell you why I'm bummed out about that 0 in the bottom of the 7th right after this pitch.
Cowan winds, and the 0-1. That one a strike. He moves to 0-2 now to Stevens.
Yeah, I was really hoping the Tigers would score there, a couple runs actually, so the next one out of the pen wouldn't be Case and Evans. Remember I told you it'd be great if we didn't have to see them both tonight? And right on cue, Evans starts to toss down in the bullpen.
The 0-2, swing and a miss. Got him to chase way off the plate. Left-hander Nolan down on strikes. 1 gone is Zach Cowan. Now with 4 punch-outs out of the bullpen.
Yeah, and at this point, Cowan is probably flushed the rest of the weekend. If you come out of the game right now, maybe not at 38 pitches, but he's going to come out around 50 pitches probably. And I don't see him coming back out there. Maybe Saturday, maybe.
Dylan Cupp stands in now for the Bulldogs. And the first pitch, Cowan delivers a strike, and it's 0-1.
But you talk about the weather. Tomorrow's sketchy, but Saturday looks really bad. And, of course, Jay Johnson's going to do everything he can to not play 2 tomorrow.
The 0-1. There's strike 2, and it's 0-2.
And the obvious reason for that is all these pitchers are already working on 1 day short rest. So if you play 2 tomorrow, now you've got Chase Shores out there on Friday when he pitched this last Sunday. That would obviously not be ideal.
The 0-2 got him to chase this one outside. The right-hander couldn't find it with a shovel. And that's the second strikeout to start the top of the 8th inning. Zach Cowan dealing, 2 gone. And that'll bring the bottom of the order, the catcher, Joe Powell. Powell had a first inning ground out. Or I checked that. He had the solo home run or 2-run home run in the first inning. He had the sac fly to right field with an RBI in the fourth and was caught looking last time in the sixth inning. Powell fouls the first pitch off, and again Cowan. Great start, ahead in the count 0-1. With 2 outs, the 0-1. Swing and a miss. And right now, the Bulldogs in this inning, Doug, having a hard time picking up on that breaking pitch from Zach Cowan.
He is locked in, my friend.
2 outs, nobody on.
Looking for the turkey.
The 0-2. This time he does stay away from the pitch. Missed outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans Capital One offering checking and savings accounts. No fees or minimums. Capital One, what's in your wallet? 2 outs, bases empty, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. Letter high. Zach Cowan strikes out the side here in the top of the 8th inning. Quietly go the Bulldogs. No runs, no hits, nobody touches base. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 1-run lead for the Tigers. LSU will have 8, 9, top of the order. Reeves, Stanfield, and Curiel when we continue right here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Tiger fans, this is Eddie Kennison, former LSU football wide receiver. If you know me, you know I'm all about making big plays.
Tigers win! Tigers win!
That's why I joined the team at LSU Sports Properties. Our goal here is to help businesses make big plays both on and off the field. If you want to give your brand that competitive edge and be a part of the biggest stage in college sports, give the corporate sponsorship team at LSU Athletics a call. Your brand, our fans. Utilize the power of LSU Athletics to promote your business and sponsor LSU Athletics today. Call 225-578-2788. Go Tigers.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. We're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
LSU Tiger fans are gearing up with real Tigers apparel and merchandise from the official online store at lsushop.net. Get jerseys, sideline gear, polos, t-shirts, hats, official team merchandise from Nike, accessories, and much more. Over 3,600 products, all shipped right to your door. Head to the place real Tiger fans go for the selection only real Tiger fans get at lsushop.net.
All right, we're back here, and I've got to run down the hall.
LSU Fighting Tiger baseball
Give me 1 second. We'll do an ID.
From the
You got it.
Sports Radio Network.
Jay Johnson sends his Tigers to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning, certainly looking for insurance runs, to say the least. They lead 7-6 over Mississippi State. Tanner Reeves to lead it off for the Tigers. Tanner tonight 0 for 2. First pitch from Hungate, going to be lifted, base hit into left field, and Reeves gets his first knock. The Tigers with their 8th Bingo Pest Product base hit, and that's a fantastic start here in the 8th inning. Leadoff man aboard gets Chris Stanfield to the plate. While we have a moment, let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on this, the LSU Sports Radio Network.
This is LSU Fighting Tiger baseball.
Back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, back to you.
Doug Thompson, Chris Blair, our producer Brian Haldane in the Capital One studio here on a Thursday night. 7-6 LSU leading. Chris Stanfield to the plate after Tanner Reeves led off with a single. First pitch, strike to Stanfield. He's 0 for 1.
Showed a slash bunt there.
He did.
Comes another one. Nope.
This time tries to lay down the bunt right in front of the mound, a couple of steps. Hungate able to pick it up, throw to first. Stanfield advances the runner in Reeves to second base, and with 1 out, Tigers have a runner in scoring position. And now top of the order, Derek Curiel. Just gave him something to think about.
He did, and I wish he'd have thrown it to second base because it was really executed well. The runner, Reeves, was off with the pitch. Can I just make a comment? Tanner Reeves can hit. I mean, he can hit flat out. Something else Skip Bertman pointed out 2-3 weeks ago.
Here's a guy who can hit, Derek Curiel. 1 for 3 tonight. Now a turn by Hungate. He'll throw to second. Again, Reeves had just gotten off the bag, so easily gets back.
An inch off the bag. Let another dinger from Curiel. Why not? I mean, why not?
1 out runner at second. Curiel awaits. And again, Hungate going to turn and throw back to second base.
Righty and a lefty down in the bullpen for the Dogs. Looks like they're both, well, at least the righty looks like he's ready to go in.
Looks like those 2 throws to second were called from the dugout. As now pitching coach Justin Parker slow walk out to the mound. Hungate talking it over with the pitching coach, but his night is done. They'll make a call to the bullpen. Pitching change powered by Sunshine. Fans, if you need a game-changing upgrade, trust Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer in Louisiana. Keep your home turf in tip-top shape. There's 1 out. Tigers have a runner at second. They lead 7-6 over Mississippi State here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Looking for more runs. Stay with us. We'll come back and find out after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer.
I mean, I just got back.
Every great game starts with a perfect field. Our equipment, whether it's a mower or a tractor, we can ensure your grass is always game day ready, so you can focus on making memories. Because at the end of the day, it's more than just a game. It's about the community, the joy, and the LSU traditions. Visit sunequip.com to get the best starting lineup of John Deere equipment. Sunshine is a proud sponsor of LSU Athletics.
People's Health has a new Medicare plan designed for people with diabetes, chronic heart failure, or cardiovascular disorders. It features a monthly over-the-counter allowance, lower costs for a number of prescriptions, and lower specialist copays than non-special needs plans from People's Health. To learn more about a chronic special needs plan, call 1-844-663-2133. Plans are insured through United Healthcare Insurance Company or one of its affiliated companies, a Medicare Advantage organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in the plan depends on the plan's contract renewal with Medicare.
Hey, LSU fans, you're invited to Louisiana's largest casino resort, Coshada. Coshada Casino Resort has the largest and most spacious gaming floor in the Lake Charles area, with thousands of the newest slots, over 55 table games, live bingo and off-track betting, plus 3 beautiful hotels, delicious Cajun cuisine, and the #1 rated golf course in Louisiana. Coshada Casino Resort is proud to support LSU. Go Tigers!
All right, we're back.
Live action of LSU Fighting Tiger baseball continues from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
7-6 our score. Tigers here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Runner at second base, 1 out. New pitcher called upon for Mississippi State. It'll be Nate Williams, the right-hander, a senior out of Ackworth, Georgia, taking over. Again, he'll face Derek Curiel when we get back to action.
Yeah, he's a fastball curveball guy, 2-pitch pony out there, and he's going to throw 80% fastballs to lefties, and Derek Curiel is aware of that. He comes into the game with a 3.48 ERA, he's 0-2. This is his 9th time out. He's worked 10 1/3, allowed 6 hits and 4 runs, 1 walk, and 26 strikeouts. This is the guy. This is the guy that has struck out most of the outs that he's been out there for. His fastball is going to be 94 to 97 miles an hour. And I'm not sure if this counts as an offensive timeout. I guess the umpire, I guess Curiel was in the batter's box, so it probably does count as an offensive timeout. Jay Johnson wants to make sure he talks this over because of exactly what you said before the break. Tigers need a run here. No run lead is ever safe in the league. We've covered that, but certainly a 1-run lead doesn't make anybody feel good.
So Curiel stands in. Williams, first pitch to the plate.
Of course he throws a curveball.
Skips off the dish low, and it's ball 1, 1-0.
You know, Derek Curriell, though, is not your average left-handed hitter, so that 80% fastball thing I told you about might be a little different here.
Reeves with the leadoff second. The pitch to the plate. It's a called strike, and it's 1-1. Very demonstrative motion by Williams.
That's a hammer. Good pitch there.
Curriell readies the bat. Williams, the 1-1 pitch. Woo. 96 miles an hour right down the pike. It's 1-2.
See where those strikeouts come from. Goodness gracious. Him and Jones is going to be a fun at bat to watch, but let's see if Curriell can find his way here and at least move that runner to third.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Williams. Short
Nice,
of the plate,
nice.
in the dirt, goes over the head of Powell all the way to the backstop, and that will advance Reeves to third base. So the Tigers, another runner just 90 feet away here with 1 out. Catch a break from Nate Williams, the wild pitch.
Well, I just hope it happens again because this dude right here is tough to hit. However, he has been roughed up, Chris, in SEC play. A 10.5 ERA, 3 1/3, 4 hits, and 4 earned runs.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Curriell with a runner at third. Here's the pitch, again low. This time, Powell able to block it up, and it's 3-2.
Almost threw it back to the backstop.
Almost
again.
got it.
Got the infield drawn in here. They are definitely concerned with keeping that run from home plate.
Reeves and Coach Josh Jordan, a quick conversation as he takes his lead off third base. Curriell awaits the payoff pitch from Williams. Oh, my.
Goodness gracious.
96-mile-an-hour fastball right down the middle, called strike 3. Curriell struck out for the second time tonight, 2 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Nice recovery by Nate Williams after the wild pitch advanced Reeves to third. He comes back. As Doug astutely pointed out, the hammer fastball gets the strikeout. Wow. And we will get power on power here with 2 outs, a runner at third. It will be Nate Williams, the hard-throwing right-hander, and Jared Jones at the plate. Jared tonight 0 for 3, did reach base on a walk and score in the 5th inning. First pitch from Williams, swing and a miss off speed, 0-1.
Jared Jones was thinking what I was thinking. No way he's going to throw him a fastball. He's going to throw him a bunch of curveballs, and he was on that one. Had he left that pitch, had he not bounced that in the dirt, Jared Jones would have hit that pretty hard.
Comes set, Williams. Here's the 0-1. Way upstairs, goes back to a 97-mile-an-hour heater, and it's 1-1. Steps back on the rubber, ready to go. He comes set. 1 ball, 1 strike with a runner at third. Two down, bottom of the 8th, 7-6. LSU leads by a run. Another fastball, but out of the zone, up and out. It's 2-1.
I think they're going to throw him a curveball here.
Two balls, 1 strike. Williams fires. Indeed.
Oh, my goodness.
Swing and a miss. Gets away from Powell all the way to the third base dugout of Mississippi State. And Reeves will come in, touch home plate. And the Tigers make it 8-6 on the second wild pitch from Nate Williams.
Big. That was big. And he did throw him another curveball. 2 times I think Jones actually was on to it, that he was just by the swings he took. And both times he happened to bounce him rather than throw him for strikes. That's really a lot of good luck, too.
So with the run in, the base is empty now. A little pressure off Jones, although he's looking to get his first hit of the night. The 2-2. Again, got away from Powell. They appeal down to first base. They say Jones held back. That'll field the count now, 3-2. Obviously, the scouting report from Justin Parker, the pitching coach, and Chris Lemonis, the head coach of Mississippi State, is we know you got the fastball, but let's go with Jones with a lot of breaking stuff. We'll see what happens here with a payoff pitch. 2 outs on its way. Again, a breaking ball. He swings over the top, and Williams gets the strikeout. But Williams relinquishes a run on a wild pitch. 1 run. Tigers on 1 hit. They leave nobody on. It's an 8-6 LSU lead. Last chance for Mississippi State. Top of the ninth coming up. They have the top of the order. Sanders, Chance, and Reese. Come back with us here on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Bridgeway Hospice, the official hospice of LSU Athletics, is the champion's choice for hospice care in South Louisiana. With over 10 years of excellence and experience, Bridgeway has 3 locations to serve you and your loved ones: Baton Rouge, Lafayette, and Plaquemine. Ask for Bridgeway Hospice by name, your champion's choice in comfort and compassionate care. Bridgeway Hospice says, "Go Tigers!"
Rock to the beat with these chart
Hey,
toppers
Brian.
from the Louisiana Lottery. It's
Hey,
a smooth.
Brian.
Yeah.
Unless something weird happens,
heading
right
big
now
with
it'll be
$100
Cowan as the player of the
prizes.
game,
The
so
chart
you can
leaders
figure
keep
out
coming.
whatever his
Scratch
deal
big,
is.
win bigger,
And
play loaded,
really,
$200
regardless of what
fully
happens, he's
loaded
been
with $200
really good.
prizes. And
Yeah,
then
I got his 6th strikeout. The one that retired the side last inning.
Love it.
That one's marked.
And then we're going to go the
hits now
2
at
plays
any
of the
lottery
game, and it'll be the
retailer.
2
Must be at
homers
least 21
and the
to
5th.
purchase.
I'm Louisiana.
Ready to roll.
All right, dog.
Knowing the facts is the key to winning a case in court and also winning in life. To be a champion, you have to make good decisions, and one of those is to not vape. Vaping can destroy your lungs with toxic metals and chemicals. Some devices contain lead and nickel and even formaldehyde. Vaping can cause severe health problems, so choose to be a champion. Stay vape-free.
Paid for by the Louisiana Department of Justice.
All right, coming back.
Back to the action of LSU Fighting Tiger Baseball from the LSU Sports Radio Network.
Top of the 9th inning. LSU able to get a run across on a wild pitch. There in the bottom of the 8th inning to make it an 8-6 ball game. The Tigers trailed until the bottom of the 5th inning, where they exploded for 5 runs, taking a 7-6 lead over the Bulldogs. Zach Cowan back out on the bump, starting his 4th inning of work. And we'll have a pinch hitter here for the second baseman.
34.
Carrick Fry, a senior left-handed hitter. First pitch from Cowan, fastball missing, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, Garrick Fry. This will be his 32nd at-bat of the year.
1-0 from Cowan. Strike at the letters to even it up 1-1.
He's hitting .419. He's had 13 hits, 3 doubles. Has hit a home run. And only 2 strikeouts in those 32 at-bats.
1-1.
Where was that?
Wow. Ruled ball 2. Looked pretty good. Even Hernandez checking with Brandon Bennett, our home plate umpire, just to see maybe where that missed. It's now 2-1. Tigers institute the defensive shift to the right side of the diamond here with a left-hander, and he will swing and lift it foul back behind us. Evens a count 2-2. Tiger fans, a reminder, if you think you have what it takes to be a true Caniac maniac, prove it at the next home baseball game, which comes up tomorrow. Right now set for a 6:30 start. You can win a prize pack courtesy of Raising Cane's One Love. Michael Braswell enters the game defensively. He's at third, but Zach Cowan says, "Don't need you yet, Michael." Swing and a miss on a top shelf fastball. Down on strikes goes Fry, the pinch hitter. 1 down, 2 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU here in the top of the 9th.
Kason Evans gently tossing down to the pin. Let's just keep it gentle and no real pitches used down there tonight, because remember, it's not just the pitches they count on the scoreboard out there. To get hot down there in the bullpen, you're talking about 25, 30 pitches. So this is huge that Cowan is trying to finish this game.
Bryce Chance stands in. Chance 1 for 4. The first pitch off speed, a called strike, and Cowan ahead early at 0-1. Chance with a single and scored in the first. Pop out, strikeout, and a ground out. Second, fourth, and sixth frames. The 0-1 from Cowan. Ground ball. Knocked down with the glove by Cowan on the mound. Picks it back up. Throws to Jones. 2 down, 1 to go for the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Boy, I thought he was going to glove that cleanly right there. Looked very cool doing so. Cowan, as we mentioned a few moments ago, that steady heartbeat, just knocked it down, picked it up, took a little step forward, and made the play to Jones.
Ice water in his veins. I'm telling you, man, this kid's different.
That will bring Ace Reese to the plate. Nobody on, 2 outs. Another left-hander for Mississippi State. They'll keep the defensive shift on to the right. Braswell, the lone infielder, left side of the diamond. Cowan delivers a first pitch strike off speed, and it's 0-1. Fans here at the box on their feet. Here's the 0-1 from Cowan. Swing and maybe got a piece and then came off Luis Hernandez, and he is down.
Yep, got him right on the inside of the knee, I think.
He is on his back, writhing in pain. Isaac Trujillo, the LSU trainer, running out to check on Luis. Jay Johnson right behind Isaac.
Yep, got him right up underneath the shin guard over the knee cap. And that kneecap area, man, I've seen some guys have some serious injuries with their kneecap. Not here. Hernandez is going to shake it off, but that'll take the wind right out of you when that ball gets behind that catcher's gear. A lot of times it'll actually pick up speed on the foul tip. So thank goodness Hernandez back in there.
Tough customer. Takes the crouch. He's ready to go. 2 outs, nobody on. An 8-6 LSU lead over Mississippi State here in the top of the ninth. Cowan's 0-2 pitch. Outside, missing for ball 1. Good 0-2 pitch. Fans really begging for a strike, but
that was at least a foot and a half off.
It missed.
That was great.
They'll re-rack it. 2 outs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cowan ready to go. The wind, the 1-2. Again, missed outside. Fastball makes it 2 balls, 2 strikes to Ace Reese.
I'm with him, though. I want it bad, too. Come on, make it right now. Let's go. 2-2. Make it happen pitch, remember?
Cowan takes a little extra time. Shakes off the first sign. Now he's ready to go. But now time called as the pitch is thrown. Last-minute timeout as Reese asked for it. Brandon Bennett granted him the timeout.
And change up right down the middle, too.
It was. So the count will hold at 2-2. That's a pitch that officially did not happen.
Okay.
So now Reese steps back in from the left side of the plate. 8-6 LSU leads game 1. The 2-2. This low and outside. That will fill the count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Reese.
And back to the changeup there. Needless to say, you don't want the 4-hole hitter to come up with a guy at first.
3-2. Ground ball hit towards Dickinson in the shift. He'll field it. Throw to Jones. Tigers win. Tigers win. They take game 1. Come from behind victory 8-6 over Mississippi State. Tigers get a leg up on this series with the 8-6 win over the Bulldogs tonight. With the win, the Tigers move to 24-3 on the season, 5-2 in SEC play. The Bulldogs now 16-10, 1-6 in Southeastern Conference play. The final tonight, LSU down 6-2, played 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th, add 1 more in the 8th. They go on to an 8-6 win over the Bulldogs of Mississippi State. Much more coming up right after this on the LSU Sports Radio Network.
If you live in Louisiana, you know what the many plants up and down the river mean for our state's economy. And for over 40 years, Action Industries has been committed to providing quality construction, maintenance, operations,